Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Hydragons Breath Bow Wow, welcoming you back to another episode of Archon's Adventures, the Heart of Darkness. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our 5e campaign. We have a lot to cover, so let's do a quick recap. On our last session, the postscript to the Convergence, our arguably most pivotal set of sessions thus far, a very important individual from the continent of Sidra's history described and went over the history of the collapse, and more importantly, of the Heroes Party, which is intrinsically related to that event. This individual, who we now know as Menetia Dens, one of the clerics of the original party, went over her history and the history of the continent as a whole, describing one of the greatest threats to the continent, Valbruk von Umber, a horrid sorcerer of evil, who now has apparently both achieved lichdom and maintains the ability to spread the wave of death known as the collapse over the entire continent. Our erstwhile heroes have managed to transfer as much of that knowledge as possible to a continent already well aware of the danger. The Puddles, this central area in the continent of Sidra, has already come under assault, this time not from the forces of the undead and the vile sorcerer, but from an unknown third party, a deadly serpentine threat. From the north, however, the undead come. The Cauldronborn and the lieutenants of the Vrenshurg cult have already been sighted, in some cases attacking areas in northern Izen, or in at least one case, scouts have scried them going towards Sildra Fortress. Even for all of that, the Alliance has remained strong. Nobody has broken down, and over 100,000 soldiers have been mustered along with hundreds of war vessels in order to hold two specific areas. One of them is Sildra Fortress, the ancient-style fortress on the northern coast, and the other one is the Great Bridge. The Great Bridge north of Cliffport is the way across the central northern river that separates Izen from the rest of the Dimlands. This is a pivotal defensive location, and is likely to prove very important, other than the city of Izen itself, when it comes to keeping the dead outside of the rest of the continent, and particularly out of the area of the Western Alliance. Our party, however, have found a much more important thing to go after than the centralized war goals of the Western Alliance as a whole. They have learned that this evil sorcerer lich, Valbruk von Umber, or as we'll be referring to him, the Horned King, has several things that he needs in order to complete his scheme to spread his deathly aura across the continent. One of these is one of the ancient heroes, so finding that individual, Anaran the Prince, finding his preapt, or the soul stone that is actually keeping him alive, finding that, securing it, and keeping it away from Valbruk is paramount. The other options, of course, to prevent this apocalypse being to keep Menetia away from him, and of course to destroy him, or the magical item that he is using to create this wave, also referred to as the Black Cauldron. So, with all of that information, our players actually have a wonderful little revelation that they had during the last session. So if I could get that from you, Norbert.
Yeah, not so much during as about 10 minutes after as we were going through the slides. Turns out, that one Ward of Stones, the big flesh monster that we fought during the
Convergence,
thank you. Yeah, that is the same Goj as one of the Heroes Party. Not a fighter. Was it a barbarian?
Yes, he is see, that's the thing. He is a classic barbarian, but he was once a much more noble and powerful fighter. The Warrior of the Teeth, the Kinslayer, the Lord of Stones. That flesh beast that you guys fought, the Dirge-inspired meat monster, actually is Goj. So, apparently, Valbruk has managed to grab Goj's actual preapt and is using him as a, shall we say, Pokemon Brawl monster. So yeah, that is a horrifying revelation that the party had. So yeah, just to give you a reference of what occurs when somebody manages to actually get a hold of your preapt, well, that's what happened to Goj. Poignant. I would argue quite horrific. So, the forum has made a couple of decisions, and while you guys were there for the first initial part to give over your information and details, now you are summoned back to Jace's office, where he brings in those of you who have a moment to essentially share a recap. And somebody is reverbing. So, the individuals who want to do that, come out and announce yourselves, and I'll let you know what occurs. Who is actually going to meet with Jace after the forum? I believe it was 3 of you, correct?
Yes, it was me, Senju, and Gaz, correct?
Okay, everyone except Roland, essentially. Got it.
Yeah, because I got things to do.
Yes, Roland has
He is a busy
things.
boy.
He is a busy man. So,
I'm a busy man. I gotta see a lady about something. You know?
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So Jace, not for the first time, but for the first time that you guys have seen in a while, is inside of his actual office in the forum, which you guys have been to pick up information from him. But he summons you all in, seats you down, and he says, "Well, several things have occurred, and I think it's about time that we discuss. Very, very proud of your accomplishments so far. I will say that having you all in service has been quite good for my household and also for myself. I like to be forewarned of these things, and you being at the forefront of the action, so to speak, has given me the opportunity to, prepare some things. In the meantime, what all do you intend to do? I'm not sure if you were there for the very last part of the forum. You weren't. He looks between you guys.
Is my mic still reverbing?
I have no idea. A little bit, maybe not at all, but yeah, just turn the volume down.
We pray.
Okay.
We pray.
So yes, what are you guys planning on doing?
What you think happened at that tower, the big tower? Talking to Jace.
I'm not sure what you mean. I thought you guys said a small.
Oh, we already talked to him, didn't we?
I mean, you guys went to the forum and explained what happened.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't think.
Yeah. No, he's asking what you guys intend to do now.
Well,
I guess we gotta kill the evil Valbret guy.
we have some reason to believe that there is, how should I say, an item of great importance located on the Isle of Ice.
So with that understood, by the way, I pretty much assumed that was what you were planning on. Not the Isle of Ice specifically, but I assumed you'd be going somewhere else.
Yes.
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 The forum has dictated that the Chaucers now will be folded into the military as an official branch. This would essentially mean that you would no longer be under my control. It would mean that you'd be under state control, which, I think is a perfectly honorable duty and would allow you to uphold your word and all that. I think that at the present, if nothing else is done, it's likely to be suicide for everyone who just goes out to fight. You know, Chaucers are not really designed as just frontline warriors. So, I will tell you something in addition to that. I have absolutely no intention of being caught up in this type of conflict. I am leaving. I have already prepared a vessel in Dagorlad. I have sold off my house. I have sold off many of my possessions, and I have converted much of that capital into money to be given to the Western Alliance. Essentially, a large endowment to pay for the fact that I will no longer be part of this continent's war effort.
Fair enough.
So, with that understood, I do...
Is this affecting the property values of
Yes, you're actually going to...
No.
the internal economy of Cuesta doing?
You're literally about to see that. I'm not kidding. That is a slide I have.
Yeah.
You really thought...
way-
This is me. I love internal economies. That's the whole point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I'm asking, Luke. I know you.
You'll get it. You'll get it in a bit. Don't you worry. I'll get it for you. First, let me do my seditious Russian. All right. So
Seditious Russian.
I will offer you the option. Again, technically you would not be under my auspices, so I assume you won't be going with the primary army. That does mean that you are technically no longer Chaucers. I do not hold it against you, some other people might. I don't think there's a way that you could easily explain away what you're trying to do. I'm not even going to ask. So I will say, there is a bit of a pay bump that the forum offered to all Chaucers who go with the military. I know that you aren't doing that, but it is an offer. In exchange, since I know that what you are doing is very important, I'm sure you're not just running away, I will offer you two things. First off, I will offer you payment for the danger you've already put yourself in, above and beyond Call of Duty, that kind of thing. And he puts down on the table a very small, wooden box that looks to be about 6 or 7 inches tall by 3 wide. He says, this is for going above and beyond the Call of Duty. And this, and he pulls out a much larger, hefty brown sack that jingles very heavily as he drops it on the table. This is payment, what I have left to offer, from the sale of my estate. Hopefully to assist you in further endeavors, and I hope to put you on retainer should we both ever return to the continent after this conflict is over. So,
If I live, I return to Scale Brother. You treat well.
I will try my best, and I will also say, if you wish, I would be willing to release Lady Vess from my service. I would not prefer to, because she is still going to be my private security outside of Westland, but I am willing to if you think that it is necessary for you to bring her with you for your succeeding.
Wait, you should maybe grab her. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I leave that up to the party. That is a choice.
Look, here's my reasoning. More people is only gonna be helpful.
Wow.
Yeah.
You will
Lots
also
of
remember,
points, Jay. Thank you.
she's a very logistics-heavy warlock. She's a Jinn warlock with most of her stuff focused on like scrying and security. So she's not necessarily like a straight combat mage, just for reference.
I don't
That's
know.
still support. That's still awesome.
I think we should leave her with Jace. Like, I don't know, man. Leaving him alone to his devices.
He's leaving the continent, like he's taking a boat and fucking off out into the ocean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, he's technically abandoning the continent, which you will learn soon. He's not the only one.
Yeah. Also, wait, isn't Vess like kind of like a shut-in?
Yep, 100%.
Like she doesn't go out much. She's
lived,
not going to do well in the Isle of Ice, I don't think.
She has lived most of her time as a Chaucer inside of Jace's dacha, essentially constantly scrying the area around and setting up magical security inside of the building. So her focus is almost entirely on the schools. I'm going to give you a reference. Almost entirely focused on the schools of divination and abjuration, essentially. So almost all of her spells fall into that category.
That would still be extremely useful.
She's a genie warlock, right?
Yep, I will also let you know she's only level 5.
I mean,
It's mostly...
Unfortunately for you guys, my NPCs don't level up.
Yeah.
What kind of genie you like? Because aren't there a couple different types?
So it's Jinn Warlock is the subclass. I'm not sure exactly what subtype she is. Let me check. So do you guys want to know what's in the bag and the box first?
Yes.
oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, so the box has 2 diamonds worth 100 gold piece each.
Oh.
And a single 250 GP sapphire.
Jesus Christ.
What spell's that useful for? Dare I ask?
Get rich. That's the spell that it's useful
So wait,
for.
how many diamonds again? Just double check.
Two.
They're 100 GP diamonds?
200 GP
Guys,
diamonds.
let me hold on to those diamonds.
Yeah, give those to Senju right fucking now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or actually, give one. Save one for me. I do have a cast of Revivify.
Okay.
Oh, it's a merit, technically.
What does that mean?
Does that mean that you can't use it for Revivify?
No, I'm saying her, the Jinn that she's related to is the merit, so Fog, Cloud, Blur, Sleet, Storm, Control, Weather, Cone of Cold.
Okay.
She doesn't
Okay.
have Cone of Cold, obviously, because she's only level 5, but you get what I mean.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the things we're fighting on the Isle of Ice are gonna be resistant to cold damage.
Oh yeah, cold damage, yes. But all the other stuff sounds pretty good.
I mean, 2 Eldritch Blasts a
I
turn
mean,
is not
Sleet
bad.
Storm is difficult terrain, and
And Blur and Fog Cloud are her other options, not including whatever other spells she has, but yeah.
Blur.
I mean, she has Fly.
Huh?
That I
I
think I
mean,
remember.
yeah, man. If Jace is just fucking off and doesn't really need the security, then we should take her. I don't see why not.
No, I'm not gonna say no. If you guys want her, go ahead.
Okay, so that's a yes on taking Vess?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm down
Yeah.
to take this.
Okay, sounds
My
good.
opinion is more people is probably good.
I will also let you know, again, NPCs are killable. You guys, a little bit less killable.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
we'll have her in the back line. Don't worry.
I'm just letting you know, NPCs that die.
Yeah.
I'm not...
Unless we
Vest
use Revivify,
matters.
but-
Vest, it would be.
The
it
other
would be sad
important-
to lose Vest, but it wouldn't be like.
The other important thing that I need to let you know, this is just a me as a DM thing. Creatures and enemies that don't have a character or a player level class, so if they're not a leveled character, they don't get death saves. That's the other important thing. So if you have even a really strong enemy that is an ally, if they don't have player levels, they do not get death saves. That's my little 2 things.
like that makes sense.
Because that applies to things like pets, and elementals, and like allies that have monster stat blocks. If it has a monster stat block instead of a character level, it does not get death save. So if it hits 0 hit points, it dies. No
Naturally.
Revivify, none of that shit. All right.
Sure.
Oh, so if
No,
so
no
if
Revivify.
If Vest
Wait,
dies,
no
we
Revivify?
can't Revivify.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Revivify. Yes, you can. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he says, okay, so if you're taking Vest and you're taking that, please take the gold as well. And he pushes forward this big sack. It is 500 gold pieces.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
That's a lot of money.
No.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
It
Like,
is
gold
it is what I
gifts.
could realistically spare from the sale of my house and possessions. I'm leaving with essentially what you see on me. And you can see, when he says what you see on me, he means like very, very nice robe, very, very nice cloak, a significant amount of jewelry, and then you can see 2 large backpacks and a sea chest behind his desk. But he looks pretty much ready to leave. Like,
Yep.
get on a boat today, ready to leave.
So that's 125 gold apiece.
Yes, it is.
I like how he's covered in jewelry. That's smart.
All right.
Well, I mean,
will-
you know, like a pimp in the 80s, you gotta pay bail.
Yeah.
Technically, what he's... Remember, again, Western Alliance, he's a representative of Daggerlord. What he's doing is technically sedition. He is
I mean,
leaving...
If he's leaving a big donation in his wake, I'd look past
Well,
it.
it's not... Well, yes, it's a donation. Yes, that's making it overlook. He's not getting arrested right now, but he might be in hot water if he comes back. Irrelevant,
Oh
though.
yeah, he may not be coming back.
Well,
wait, wait,
Even better. We get Vess out of this. She can if she's local to the area, right? Or
we can also vouch for him if we
Right?
succeed.
Yeah, you can technically vouch for him, yes. But that doesn't really protect his ass from basically abandoning his duties as a senator.
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Either way,
Plus.
irrelevant. He pushes the gold over and says, "There, that's all that I really needed to do in Coesta, and I've put in my resignation. Hopefully they won't get to it till tomorrow. I'm fairly certain that they won't. So, is there anything else that you need from me? Information? Anything? Because I am literally about to leave. I'm about to head east and not look back for at least a couple of weeks.
Do you know a good spot to charter a boat to the Isles from?
Good luck. Basically, everything that floats is either going to be carrying people offshore like me, or it's going to be compounded by the Navy. So, I'd say go find somebody with a private boat.
Okay. All right.
Oh, so with those diamonds, is one of those going to me and one to one of the Sean's? Whichever one of you has Revivify?
I have Revivify. I would say
Yeah.
like 1, but the other one should go to you. So you get 2,
Okay.
I get 1.
Yes.
Basically the backup Revivify.
Pause
Oh,
for
wait,
2
is it
seconds,
3
'cause
in
you're
total?
right.
I thought it was just 2.
Yeah, you already have one though.
I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot. I messed up. Okay. There we go.
Is it 3 or 2
You're
diamonds?
right. You're right.
3
I'm always
diamonds.
going to forget something. It's 2
2
diamonds and
100.
1 very, very expensive 250 GP sapphire.
2 diamonds.
already
Okay,
have
so
one
I'll take
diamond,
one of the
so-
diamonds.
Like, the
You get-
sapphire is the size of your eye. It is pretty significant.
Jeez, that's nice.
Yeah. You know, like, what's at the center of the Queen of England's fucking crown? The Jewel of India or whatever?
Not the the Jewel of India. Yeah.
Yeah, the Jewel of India. It is something similar to that, except this one's actually blue instead of being a red sapphire.
No, if we got the Hope Diamond, that would be a
Jesus, no, the Hope Diamond is worth
No, no,
way
no, no,
more
no,
than
no.
100 GP. Way more than 250 GP. The Hope Diamond is fucking massive.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would
I
have
don't
to be
know
what, in the
diamonds.
sense of like 1,000 GP?
Dude, the
Maybe
Hope, the
more?
Hope Diamond is like not the size of your fist, but like a little bit smaller than that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Luke, can you calculate,
That's the Star of India.
calculate how much the Hope Diamond would be in your...
No, I'm not calculating how much the Hope Diamond would be. Probably well over 1,000 GP though. So, especially after it had become so famous. So nobody has questions for Jace. He's free to fuck off to the docks.
wait, dare we ask about that egg?
How do you recommend we get to the Isle of Ice?
He already said find a private boat because almost everybody else is going to be heading out as well, or commandeered by the
Oh.
Navy. So like find somebody you know who has a private boat.
Okay, who's holding on to
Why has
the
he never
sapphire?
noticed that the egg was missing?
Yeah.
I
Who
feel like
wants,
that should go to Norbert or Gaz since me and Roland.
yeah, who wants the sapphire?
diamond.
I mean, I'll take the it doesn't really
no.
matter. It's just gonna get pawned off.
No.
Yes, give
Oh,
the
we're
lizard
going to the
man.
sapphire.
No, you see shiny rock, we see value. No, no,
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry,
I'm
but no,
I'm gonna eat it.
no,
Give me that
That's
rock.
not the point.
no.
I need more stones in my belly to help me digest.
Oh, my god, you
You
Triceratops.
have teeth, you dumbass.
You Triceratops, you. So, apart from Norbert getting the sapphire and Senju getting the diamonds, Jace stands up, grabs his trunk, puts on the backpack, and says, I will have Vess meet with you. Where are you staying? Do you have a overnight in Cuesta, or are you going to the same place as last time?
We have the same inn as last time,
Yes,
right?
the Wave Mother. You guys went back to the
Yeah.
same place.
Yeah.
Send her to the Wave Mother.
I will have her meet
You
you
guys
there.
know where Roland is staying? You probably do.
Yeah, they met you there. They caught you doing the Walk of Shame last time, so yeah. So
It's a
literally
limp of shame. You gotta remember that.
the lizard the wizard slut walk. So I'm sorry. So,
You've reminded me of the lesbian fighting pose with the fucking arms out. Oh my god, what was it?
I have never
It's some
heard
Guilty
this.
Gear character. Never
I've
mind.
never
I
heard
have
of this.
never heard of this.
Oh shit.
I'm resisting making a joke so fucking hard.
No,
All right,
move
so
on, move on,
Move
move
on. before
No,
I
you gotta make the joke now.
Before I make a
No,
banger.
no, 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 no,
so-
no,
Gotta make
no,
the joke
no,
now.
no.
Okay, so
Oh shit.
let's move on to somebody who isn't getting a very fancy and expensive stone, while the other two of you go and buy some things that are worth something. Gaz, you're looking for someone, are you not?
Absolutely.
All right, where are you looking for Miss Florin West? Your one-time acquaintance of what, if I remember, is like 7 days ago?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta catch up. A lot of stuff has happened.
Oh no, it's been more than a week since you guys went to Daggerlod. Let me think. Yeah, you guys spent at least 4 days in Daggerlod, plus 2 on the road, so that's 6. 7 is one night in Cuesta, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. So it's been almost 2 weeks since you guys met.
True that.
All right.
I'm gonna go to, I suppose. Well, no, she said she was a Chaucer for.
One of the lords of Foray Port. It was an older gentleman.
Damn. But she's a Chaucer. I'll start at the slums. Is she? I see her anywhere in the slums.
Do me a favor and roll me a perception.
All right.
And you're going to be rolling a perception for each area of the city as well, once you,
Nice.
if you fail. All right, 18. She is not, you can confirm, in the slums. You go all around it. Weirdly enough, the slums seems to be the only area of the city not so affected by the hubbub and chaos of the rest of it. You're not sure if that's because these people don't have the money to be bothered by, like, trying to flee, or if none of the refugees are trying to come here because fucking there's nothing here to, like, beg for or try and get rooms in. But the slums seem rather normal. The only thing you would notice is that Jay Swizzle's fighting pit is closed. For the first time that you've been there. The top is covered over with a couple of large planks of wood. The sign and the platform that Jay Swizzle usually stands on is no longer there. And the marketplace in the slums seems remarkably quiet for the first time since you've been there.
Well, I'll continue on to Foray Port.
Foray Port is a day's journey south. I think.
Whoa. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, so just to give you a reference, again, in terms of, like, maps of the city, I'm sure I have one up here. Oh, here it is.
Certainly.
Yep. So, Cuesta is here, Foray Port, all the way down here. Entirely different city.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
One.
there's the central city, and then there's the Port Commercia still, and then there's the internal forum for you to search. I'd recommend going through the inner city and then the Port Commercia in order, because that's the outer city.
All right, I'll go into the inner city then.
Okay, inner city. Roll me again.
Can I
another
keep that
perception.
20?
Yes, you can. You can keep
Oh,
that
hey.
20. I will allow it. Wait, why? It's perception. You're allowed. That's fine.
All right. Wonderful.
Just because you know what the roll is ahead of time and you roll it ahead of time, I'm cool with that. I mean, if we were
okay.
at the table and you were just rolling idle dice, no, but I know that you know what it is.
What do you mean? I can't save a 20?
No, you're not a bard. That's not how
Got
this
a
works.
20 loaded in the chamber.
Or
Yeah, no, I pulled
what
it
is
out
that?
when I need it.
Oh, what is that stupid fucking wizard's subclass? Portent wizard? Yeah, where you can just like hide
Yeah.
pocket 20s.
Oh yeah, that's
Chronology or something?
That sounds so fun.
Or is it divination?
Yeah, it's divination.
or
It's
chronology?
divination wizard where you can have portent or like faded numbers, and you can be
Yeah.
like, you know, DM, I rolled a 3 on this check, but in reality, I have I have 2 saved 18s that I can just sub for any
Dude,
roll
that-
in the game. It's the
Off
worst.
topic, but the lizard girl on
DM,
that slide is so hot.
Yeah,
That's
very
Florin.
cool.
That's
Oh, she's so bad.
you have a problem. All right.
Oh,
Nah, too late
God.
for that. I don't know what you're talking about. We on the same boat.
Okay. Sure. I'm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Continue.
You're on recording. This is not an effect
Hey, I
of
wear it
me.
on my chest.
I wear it on my chest.
If that tail got scale, I am in there. What can I say?
I rep,
Damn.
as they say, I rep green. All right, so that 20, you are able to spot the elusive Florin West, who apparently is shopping through one of the areas in the high street of the inner city. She looks, to your eyes, a little bit more stressed than usual, and she's also wearing more obvious battle kit. So if this is like her idol wear, she's wearing much heavier leather armor, and she has 2 swords instead of the regular one.
Hello. It's been a while.
Yes. How are you doing? Heading north as well?
So
Yeah.
I assume that means you've joined the army.
That's what we've all been told to do. And did you see how much they were paying extra? And she like takes a little bag of coins and shika-shikas at them from her like purse.
Yeah.
Didn't
But
you
I got
like
a
a
better
dress?
offer, thankfully. I'm off to the Isle of Ice to hopefully do some good down there. I have leads to believe that we can or before that, my ass was at the center of the fucking the start of this. I died earlier. I point at my teeth, gesturing how they're very obviously bigger and kind of loosely fit or mishappenly placed in my mouth. This is new. Shit has an absurd amount has happened since I last talked to you. And as much as I would love to take that pay grade and join the army, I'm off to hopefully find and end the Lich's ability to start this again with the Cauldron. Well, I'm looking for any help we can get.
That sounds like a very good goal, but you're renouncing Chaucer as a whole? And she points to like the center of your chest, and you are still wearing the pendant, but all of a sudden it kind of feels a little bit heavy on your neck, like, damn, I am kind of giving it up, because technically that is what you're doing. You are refusing the Forum's order to fold yourself into the military.
It's been a good gig, but we have a real good chance of finding a cornerstone to end this early, and I think it's probably the good call. Plus, the rest of the group is gone. Would hate to leave them stranded there.
You have any idea why there specifically? I mean, everybody says go and kill the guy, and I'm personally of the opinion that that's going to work out well. I mean, I know you're not necessarily from the area of the puddles that's having so much trouble, but, they are killing a bunch of us up there, and I kind of feel like it's wrong for us to abandon those people.
I know, it tore at me, but I saw a group of lizardkin on refugees coming back. I want to go up and fight, but like I said, I can't quite remember. It was something about the Sorcerer's Stones. The big bad, the Lich. I've seen him.
Pre-ops? Or the...
Pre-ops.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, is that in character? Shit.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, that is in character, I assume.
My bad, dog.
Yeah, like everyone speaks common. It's kind of hard for him to catch everything, but he assumes that like the Cauldron or something is in there. That's what he's got.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
The Lich, he needs 3 parts for the spell to fuck over everything like he did in that ground zero. Look, he needs a Cauldron. He needs someone pure, and he needs himself. And he's evil, and I guess that's corner. But we believe the Cauldron is in the Isle of Ice because it's really the only place left. Because it's in his Sorcerer's Tower, and it's the only one that he reasonably hasn't got to.
Well, if that is the case, and you think that's where he is, then I suppose then you better go. And I hope that we can just take care of him on land while you guys go and deal with whatever this Cauldron thing is.
Me too. Well, I hate to pull you away from the draw of the puddle, because as much as I would like to go, but would you be willing to join us?
She makes a very, skeptical face and says, Why? Why would I give up this opportunity and the money if, you're just thinking of getting rid of something? I mean, you don't even really know necessarily what's going on yet, right? The forum said everything. I don't know exactly what this guy is planning other than what he's already done, but whatever you're doing, I'm sure that people are going to need defending here. And it's a lot of money I'd have to be giving up to not defend the people. It's just a concern, why would I come with you when I could stay here and do more and keep the extra cash?
No, it's a good deal. It's hard to ask a reason. I have nothing to put forward other than the trip we'll have is
Might be able to strike at the source.
Yeah, we fully believe that we could cut this as much as the people around here will suffer if an army marches. What if we could stop the army from marching here by doing this?
If you want to strike at the source, come with us. We are going to face the enemy directly in the field so that they never get here. That's our job. That's us going directly towards the enemy and clearing them out so that we won't have to deal with an army marching on Cuesta. If you want to talk about another apocalyptic thing like the collapse happening again, maybe that's your job. But this This is our job. And I have to think that whatever you're doing, well, it must be pretty difficult. So, you should do it. I'm not going to say that I am 100% okay with you abandoning the Chaucers at this moment. I know it's for a good cause. I wouldn't expect that of you, and you seem like a stand-up individual, Gaz, but I also can't really expect it of myself when I don't have something more solid to go on. Or really a decent reason to. You think that this is there, but your enemy is the opposite direction entirely. That's what we're dealing with. So I guess I just have to say,
No.
yeah, but your guarantees are like, hey, you can't 100% say it, because 100% saying it would kind of give away the information that you can't give away. Also, she does have a point of like, hey, you know what's better than trying to get rid of the Cauldron? Just fucking killing Valbrip. Which is what this army plans on doing.
Mm-hmm. I have no words. I have no rebuttal. I know what I have to do, and it lies in the Isle of Ice. I do not think of it as abandoning my position as Chaucer. It's just that I have been given information in a separate cause in this fight.
Well,
and I hope, and if you cannot join us, which I understand is a tall ask and one that I cannot give full guarantees or good reasoning for, but I just hope you do not hold it against me as you see it as abandoning my ideals or as a Chaucer.
She claps you on the shoulder and says, if that's the case, I say good luck to you. And I hope to see you around once you're done, and hopefully once we've been successful. But in the meantime, I have to get going. I have potions to buy.
Indeed, and fair enough. Pro tip for the Lich, if you see him, if you don't swing at him with your swords. It ain't gonna work.
I have a slightly better idea, but yes, I get what you mean.
Don't die, and I'll try to do the same myself.
Don't die, guys. I hope to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Good luck, friends. And after this, can I head to, like, a blacksmith?
Yeah, absolutely. Are we ready for shopping time? Yay!
Shopping.
And guess what shopping time comes with? Of course, our most special boy.
Yes.
Our most special boy. You arrive, Roland, outside of Garabon's Magics. You would immediately notice two things. One, the building has no longer the sign of Garabon's Magics hanging out over the door. What is more, the interior is open, with the door open and hanging open and people coming in and out of all different descriptions. You can't really see Lindsay, but there's at least 30 or 40 people inside of the building, which basically makes it packed.
Oh.
And by the standards of, like, the previous generation, or even the previous day when you were here last to say goodbye, this was not the case.
Oh, wow. Huh.
You see several people kind of walking in and out. Some of them are carrying boxes or bundles. Others are, like, carrying in sets of blankets or, like, just standing around inside talking to each other.
All right. Is there still a sign above the
The post where there used to be a sign hanging that said Garabon's Magics is empty. There is no longer a sign.
There's no longer a sign. Oh. All right. Roland will go into the store.
Yep.
And also, is there a ding from the bell? Has that been fixed?
Well, the door is held open by a stop, so there is no ding.
Oh. When Roland walks in, he'll use minor illusion to make a ding sound.
All right, so the artificial ding goes off. Several people, like, turn their heads and look around, but they just see another Chaucer and go, like, all right, sure, whatever, another one. You don't see her behind the counter, but what you would notice is that a lot of her stuff, all of her merchandise has basically been packed away into boxes, and that's what people are hauling out. Almost all of it seems to be loaded, and a good portion of personal effects, including, like, her cash register, and you can see on the second floor all of her like alchemical and various like studying pieces and her books have also been boxed up and removed, but you still can't see her from the bottom floor.
Can I kind of try and push past and maybe try and...
Yeah, you can climb up to the second floor. You're not going to ask anyone what's going on, just fuck these people.
First I'll anyone passing by, he'll ask, "Hey, what's happening here?"
One of the guys who is holding one of these large boxes of stuff looks down at the equipment in his box and then looks up at you and says, "Foreclosure. Sale of estate." And he moves on, walks out the door.
No.
She dipped, bruh.
Roland kind of looks around and starts heading to the second floor.
Yep. You hop up to the second floor. All of her stuff has been packed away into boxes. All of her larger pieces of furniture that are sized for her body have already been sold off. Some of them are marked with an actual, like, signed affidavit, like, sold to X person at Y Street, deliver on X date. A couple of other ones have already been kind of flipped over and moved. You see no merchandise. And some of the personal effects she had, like artwork, etc., are also gone. The other thing you would notice is, like the last time you were here, where she had set up beds for refugees, there's now far more of them up here, and there's at least like 15 people either sitting or hanging out up here, either laying down on these makeshift beds or sitting around with families. Even in her own private rooms, as you turn the corner and kind of pop open that big double door, her giant bed has been flipped over onto its side, and it is marked sold. The side bed has several people sitting on it. All of her wardrobe, clothing, etc. is gone, and the bureaus that it was stored in marked as sold.
Jeez.
Damn, bruh, she didn't quit it.
Don't sow such doubt.
Well, it's not looking good.
Yeah, this ain't looking good at all. I gotta find her. Is she not here?
You don't see her. You've been through all 3 rooms in this building, so...
He kind of goes back down to some of the people and says, "Hey, where's the owner of the store here?"
Several of the workmen kind of shrug, but one of the guys who looks like he's been there the longest, one of the refugees, kind of a scraggly looking wood elf guy, looks over at you and asks, You're Roland?
Yes.
She left you a note. It's under the counter.
Oh, thank you. He runs over to the counter, looking for the note.
Yep. It is stuck with a little piece of glue to the bottom of the counter. Definitely would have been literally invisible unless you were told where it is. You pop it open. It says, "I'm at the Wave Mother Inn."
Oh.
And there's a little winking smiley face.
All right. Roland just looks at that and is like, all right. Sticks it into his bag and starts heading to the Wave Mother Inn.
Yep.
Pretty quick and pace.
I was gonna say, you fucking hoof it up the street. Gaz, you turn around after your disappointing conversation and you just see Roland just like Michael Phelpsing it up the fucking road, just running at full tilt. just Usain bolting up the street. You do get to the Wave Mother after only a couple of minutes running. And as you get in, you immediately see her. She's sitting at the bar with a flagon of drink. You can see that she's got a couple of bags with her, a large backpack, and what looks like a small sea chest. You would also notice that she has 2 large grocery bags, or like shopping bags, which look really, really heavy. And one of them has like a small staff or like a club hanging out of it.
Oh. Roland immediately sees her and he's like, "Lindsay!" and starts kind of running,
I run into her arms. I run into her arms.
I run into her.
Alright, so as you throw yourself with great abandon, she twists around on the stool, and you can immediately tell something is a little bit off. And as you hit her broadside, and you hear the very loud squeak sound as the trestle leg stool that she's sitting on is not designed for a creature of her weight. And definitely not designed for a creature of her weight to be, like, spinning around on. And you hear it creak loudly. But as you hit her in the chest, and she, out of reflex, folds up an arm around your waist and almost picks you up off the floor with one hand out to steady herself on the bar, you catch the very strong scent of alcohol off of her breath. And she, by the way, it is like noon, for reference. And she says, Oh my goodness, hi, you got my letter then. I'm so glad.
Are you okay? Sorry, it's great to see you again.
I'm doing fine. And she plants a kiss on the center of your forehead, which almost rocks your head back. She pulls her face back and says, "Hi, yeah, no, sorry about all that. I sold out entirely, and I got rid of all of my stuff and my goods, and I sold it out, and I bought some things, and well, now I'm ready to go.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm ready to go. I'm going with you.
What?
I am
Wait.
going with you." And she pokes you in the center of the chest with her trunk.
You know where we're going, right?
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
I don't really care. I'm going with you, whether you like it or not.
Jesus, he kind of like is kind of stunned and realizes I couldn't stop this woman if I wanted to, and I do, but I want her near me.
She's gonna be like, she's like a level 2 at most.
I think the physical mass is part of the problem here.
She's gonna get
That's
nuked.
the issue. He couldn't bring himself to hurt her, but he knows like,
Yeah.
are you? Wait, you. What do you mean you're coming with me? Are you sure you'd be? I don't want to put you in that sort of danger.
Look,
Are you-
look, just for a second, please listen to me. I've really been thinking about this a lot since you came back, and I've been really thinking hard about it. It keeps coming back to me. I couldn't deal with the idea that you just go off and you go missing, and I'm left all by myself again. You don't understand what it's been like for all these years alone after he's gone. I need something, and things aren't going well here anyway. It's gonna get dangerous, and I've been doing my best. I've been doing my studying, and I want to be with you when whatever happens. And I did my preparation. I made sure that I had everything that they said I needed. And she pulls open these 2 shopping bags, and you can see like almost 40 separate potion bottles and various other items. You can see a club-style staff. She's got a amulet in there that looks magical. She's essentially purchased several hundred gold worth of items as support. And she says, "Look, I know I'm not as good as you guys are. It's just little me after all. But if we're gonna, if this is gonna work with us," and she you feel a little bit of tightness as she kind of pulls you a lot closer. The stool once again creaks loudly. Says, "If it's gonna work, and if you really, you want to be serious, I can't just be alone and in behind, because if you never come back, who's gonna tell me? And then I don't know if you're missing or dead or anything like that. And I can't live like that."
I mean, that's fair.
I don't know if I could live.
Something elephants mate for life. It's true. I mean,
Yeah.
That day got her hooked.
that's not true, but sure.
Whoa.
You can't say that as a DM. That becomes true.
This is an emotional connection to somebody who showed a woman who believed she was past her prime kindness and gentleness and absolute support, and it's fucking lovely. I will not retain this slander.
I fucking love you, Lindsay. If anything happens, I'm killing everyone in Calista than myself.
If anything happens to you, I'm killing everyone and then myself. For reference, she is a level 3 character now. I will not tell you anything else about her kit, but she is a level 3 character.
Oh, level 3.
Yes.
That's kind of low.
That is kind of low.
I mean, what did you expect, dog?
Yeah, I mean, this was a civilian at the start of our campaign, maybe a level 1 character.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even expecting as high as level 3.
Yep, but she is level 3. I will only give you her full stats if you want to actually bring her, but that is up to you. She literally is prepped. She sold her house. She sold all of her belongings.
I don't
it's
know
up
if,
to Roland. You could
literally
force her to stay. Not that you could force her to stay. I'm not saying it is a necessity. It would be hard, but you could force her to stay. That's up to Roland, though. None of you have an impact on it. It's only Roland.
Yep.
So, Roland, what do you say in response to "I've prepared all these things"? In addition to selling my house. Again, you can smell the scent of morning drinking on her breath. And you don't know Lindsay is like a heavy drinker. She, when you guys went out to get drinks, she got fucking hot chocolate. And the last time that you went out to the steakhouse, you guys shared a bottle of wine between you, which, again, considering how wine is in the ancient days, it's 5% alcohol rather than 8 to 12.
Question: how much time do we have before we ship out?
I assumed you guys were going to get going before the next 24 hours.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
probably before the end of session, I'd assume.
Yeah, absolutely, before the end of session.
How drunk does she look?
It's hard to tell because you've never seen her truly intoxicated. She definitely seems like vehement on this point, like she's thought it over. But you also, can you give me an insight?
Yes. Let's see.
Please. 13. You've known her for a couple of weeks, and you know her well enough to know when she's got something else driving her, or when she has an ulterior motive. Something else is driving this move, whether it's like a fucking manic episode, or there's something else that's going on that's making her want to leave. It doesn't seem to be like, as much as you'd like it to be just for love of you, it doesn't seem to be just for love of you.
Okay, I will. Lindsay, is she like are we like eye level with each other right now?
She is sitting on this stool at the bar, holding you up by your waist. Essentially, she has you almost on her lap.
Lindsay, okay. Lindsay, he kind of like puts his hands on her shoulders, like as he's being lifted up, and it's like, Lindsay, I can tell that there's something else to this, and I don't want you to go just risking your life just for nothing. I want to know the truth, and I would like to know what's driving you right now. It's important.
Persuasion.
All right. 25.
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
She takes like a couple of seconds to breathe, and you can hear the littlest tiny bit of whistle from the very end of her trunk. And she like takes a very long sigh and okay, well, couple of nights ago, I was just thinking, and I was getting the store ready, and I had heard about all the things going on. The first couple of people had come in, and I was realizing that it's going to get more and more crowded, and, well, nobody was buying anything, and, well, when I went to sleep, I just had a very, very strong feeling that you were in trouble. And it got me so upset that I couldn't sleep, and I haven't been able to sleep for a couple of days, and I just decided that I couldn't live like that anymore. And I felt that if I was going to be afraid, then I may as well be ready when something to be afraid of comes. So I got myself a little bit of what I needed, and I got myself ready to go. But it's mostly I don't want that to happen again, without me being there. I worry a lot.
I kiss her. I'm just gonna kiss her.
Yeah, it is emphatically returned. Like, I almost want to say like romance novel head tilted back, but the difference is instead of the male dominant being the one who like holds their lover in their arms and like they tilt back and bend like they're in a dance, you're the one getting bent backwards because she's so much taller than you. So congratulations, you have completed the achievement, Little Spoon. So after that, and you can see several other patrons at the bar, and more importantly, the rather salty spinstress running the bar, kind of looking at you guys polishing a glass, like you know how you look at people who are a happy couple and you're like, God, I fucking. After a couple of seconds of that, she pulls her mouth away. You can taste what she's been drinking. It's like hard liquor.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, and she says, eyes kind of half-lidded and glassy looking down at you, and she says, never again. It's not going to happen to me again. I'm not getting left behind again. I'm coming with you. And she looks down at the Chaucer pin, and she, like, picks at it with a finger and says, this isn't going to keep me away. And she, like, pulls it right off your collar.
That is what I needed to know. I needed to know why. Thank you. I think...
By the way, if you count out...
I would recommend that you take some more time, maybe sleep on it, but I don't think you will change your mind.
Nuh-uh.
And I feel like the one thing that I could do the worst thing I could do is tell you what your future should be. Look, out of everything, I believe that one should be able to make their own future. Lindsay, I'm so glad to have met you. And if you want to join me on this journey, I'll support you every step of the way. Just make sure not to die. I only have one diamond on me, and I will use it for you, but do not die.
She smiles a little lopsidedly. She puts her forehead to the center of yours and says, I guess I should take that as an engagement ring then?
Yeah. If you want it to be your engagement ring, I was hoping maybe I could have a little bit more of a time to think about how I would break it to you, but I mean, why not?
I didn't mean right now. I just said, make it official, right? Not all the way official, but, together. And you feel the trunk curling around the back of your neck as her forehead's still center to yours, and you feel those blue eyes boring into the center of yours.
Yeah, let's make it official. He goes in for another kiss.
Yeah, instantaneous. You hear like a very faux gag from the bartenderess, but outside of that, you hear like even a little bit of like clapping from the back of the building. It's like, oh, that's adorable. She pulls herself away eventually, and she like moves to stand up. You feel as the stool gives out, but it falls over backwards instead of shattering because she's no longer sitting on it. She says, "Well, I'm not going to change my mind, and if you're officially, with me, maybe not all the way just yet." And she gives you a little sly smile and says, "If you're with me, then I'm with you, and no more bad premonition dreams and no more nightmares. Just you, me, and the rest of them." And she pokes you in the center of the chest again and says, "I promise I'll come back in one piece as long as you do."
I'll hold you to that.
Good. Well, I
already lost one thing that was very important. I'm not going to lose the actual thing. Sorry, I thought I didn't know how else to break it to you. I'm sorry about the alabaster elephant necklace. It meant an unfortunate fate.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh. Ooh.
I will give you advantage on this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You watch her face fall momentarily, like genuine, I don't want to call it shock, but like close to it. She's just, "What do you mean? What happened to the elephant?"
I don't know. It
didn't break, did it?
It did. I'm so sorry. But
oh, that's weird. That's the same thing that happened in the dream.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Well, when was it? When did it break?
Well, I guess we'll have to tell you the whole story.
You can speed through it if you'd like.
Yeah, he's like, "Do you have a room?"
I was just gonna say, I did buy a room, and there's a couple's discount, right? And she looks over the bar at the bartenderess, who's pointedly not looking at her, and she just, "Yes, there's a couple's discount." And Lindsay just nods and says, "We're taking it. It's ours." And she picks you up, very much bridal style, and begins walking you with her stuff up the stairs, and says, "Well, now you can tell me all about it in comfort and privacy."
Oh, perfect.
Lovely. So you're going to give her the overview. For reference, the same night that she had the nightmare was the day that you guys died.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
Yes. So
that's basically, she's a part of the team now. She deserves to know what's going on.
The divination do work.
Well, she has no divination. She's a sorceress.
Hello.
Wild magic sorcerer, level 3.
Hell yeah.
So I will.
Oh, wild magic. That's fitting.
She is. Well, she was born a wild magic technically, because that's how wild magic works.
I mean, that's how sorcerers work.
That's just how sorcerers work. Yeah.
Well, no, but wild magic you have to pick from level 1. It's not a subclass that you can pick at level 3. So it is technically like the first level you get has to be wild magic. You can't respec it. All right. So for reference, she's level 3. So 4 first level spell slots, 2 second level spell slots. Her metamagic is specialized, so she has a different type of metamagic. Again, I do this a lot with player NPCs. They have flavorful abilities with their class abilities. In this case, she gets to use a single item in addition to casting a single spell. So she can do that 3 times per day. Then she has 3 types of items that she can use. One of them is a constant, which is she has an amulet of armor, which gives her mage armor.
Oh shit! All right, nice.
She can throw a potion, which deals a d10 plus 5 of either randomized fire, acid, poison, or necrotic damage. And then she has a wildflower stave, which is her melee weapon, which can confuse opponents on a check. It is considered a great club. It's considered a quarterstaff. And she has helping hand, which gives you either a d4 healing or a d4 temp HP based upon what your health is at.
Oh shit, nice.
And she has a limited number of times that she can do those things, but it's a pretty big limit per day.
Oh shit, nice. All right, sweet. Anyway, yeah, we give her the rundown. We tell her what's going on, and it's I'll kind of want to skip to the end of like what that discussion would be.
Are you telling her about the cleric?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We're not telling her about Medusa.
Okay, so you're not telling her about Menetia, but she goes over the rest of it, and she, by the end,
Basically, we stop right before we even get to the clerics and all that because I can just off and then some other business we can't discuss.
We died in
that isn't even something I would discuss with anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So
that is something that did happen, but we're not going to discuss it. If you were at the forum, you know everything you need to know in that regard.
Yeah. So she sits and listens very, very closely. But when I say she sits, more accurately, there's nothing in this room that could basically bear her weight. So she's essentially lounging on the bed, and she has you essentially sitting in the crook of her stomach. So
this is amazing.
Yeah. So as you finish the tale, she kind of whistles again and says, "Well, damn. That is quite a story. I wasn't expecting apocalypse-level magic and that much death and destruction. I will say, I'm kind of impressed that you're still alive. I really wish I'd been with you, but, now I can be."
Yeah, I hardly know how I am alive, but overall, I'm glad I am.
Good. Does that mean that you're spending the night here, or are you guys leaving before end of day?
Well, it was leaving end of day, right?
You can safely assume we're leaving by the end of the day.
Yeah, you guys were probably pretty much end of day.
It seems like we're going to be heading out by end of day, but that does give us an entire day.
You're absolutely right. I was going to say, do you have anything that you need to do, or are you sticking around for a bit? I assume that the rest of the party is, making tracks, getting ready?
Maybe some shopping, but, I mean, we could always, if we have anything else in mind before shopping, or after shopping even, I mean, you definitely have some time.
I think we have some time. And you feel her hand caress the back of your head, and she says, "I think we have quite a bit of time." And I will fade to black there. So,
yeah!
I would like a Constitution save from you.
Alright, a con save, as always. You know what? Can I add a talisman to that?
You absolutely may.
Is that yeah, okay. /RD4. Let's see. 14.
I will tell you you're close, so if you want to use the other inspiration.
Oh, yeah,
Actually,
do I still have my
hold
D12?
up. Pause. Yeah, you do, but I will also say, if you want, technically, you could... did I give you advantage on it last time? I think I did. Yeah, so I will give you advantage on it, which means a 17 passes. 18 is even better, but a 17 passes. So you will get another D12 inspo.
Yes!
There you go.
I have 2 D12s inspo.
Congrats. So the two of you spend a... I have to admit, if before she was a little bit rough, her intoxicated is almost difficult to not take damage from. She's dramatic in the way of, loud and very, very mobile. Given the fact that this is a much bigger room, but not made necessarily to her size, you're going to take physical bludgeoning damage from this, and not a small amount. So you're going to need a short rest to essentially take a smoke break and get rid of the serious bruises to your lower and upper body. But it is enough that you are able to successfully gain inspiration as your physical and mental prowess increase, and I will drop you a corruption if you would like.
Yes. The benefits of it.
her getting wasted is definitely not an improvement on your end. You're surprised you didn't break any bones, and you're still not sure that you didn't break a finger or something. So, she seems absolutely fucking ecstatic, though, and spends most of the afternoon essentially with you in the room. So y'all get your money's worth out of that evening at the inn. What about the rest of you?
Wait, how much damage did I take?
12. 12 bludgeoning.
Nice.
12 damage. Damn.
Damn, nice.
It is mostly to your back and legs. So there you go. All right, so as for the rest of you, you are experiencing the chaos that is Cuesta in active economic flux.
Yes.
Quite a few things are happening. Garabon's Magics is not the only major business that is basically going full fire sale. Quite a few places, both in the Port Commercia and more importantly in the High Street, have opened their doors, including their back doors, with signs of both fire sale and dramatic military discounts. So, on top of the normal Chaucer discount that you guys get, which technically nobody has, taken off their Chaucer pin yet, though, to be honest, at some point you probably should, because you guys are no longer Chaucers, technically.
Yeah.
But for the moment, we can exploit the local economic conditions. The other thing that you would notice is some things have dramatically increased in prices, specifically things that are related to the military, but the discounts kind of offset them. for people who are currently military. So you can see a lot of soldiers just going around with 10, 20, 30 gold pieces and snapping up some very expensive items on the cheap.
Yep.
And then you see average everyday civilians haggling over like bread and food and such. But more importantly, especially along the Port Commercia, you're seeing many places that are literally just lined up with people trying to leave, getting onto boats, and attempting to flee anywhere. So the idea of the collapse, the idea of this apocalypse happening to the continent again, even if it was stopped the first time, has clearly negatively affected people's mindset, and a lot of the people from the puddles are clearly like not valuing refugee status in Cuesta, and they're like, fuck it, if I gotta go back to Faerun, or if I have to travel somewhere like Cliffport or Izen or something, if I have to travel further to get better treatment and a better chance at avoiding this, I will. So there's a mass of people, crowds and crowds and crowds of people at the Port Commercia, and then there's a bunch of businesses actively going under or having fire sales in the High Street, Central City, and in the Forum. So, what are we looking for, our shoppers?
Is there any, like... Well, first, I want to go if is there any, like, blacksmiths having big fire sales or, like, armory stores doing that?
Yes, literally all of them are, like, actively trying to move as much merchandise as possible, especially to soldiers. So you get into a line at one of them, what are you looking for? Because there's stuff on display and other things that are getting snapped up immediately.
Great swords, like, big-ass mauls... Anything like
Okay.
I want
so just any great weapon, essentially.
Yeah.
Are you proficient in all martial weapons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any like big ass 2-hand one definitely.
Well, martial is a technical term in D&D. It refers to things like great swords, great axes. But you're a barbarian, right? Barbarian.
Yeah,
fighter?
I can use them all. Yeah.
Yeah, as a baseline, you get that. So roll me a d6.
Okie dokie. D6.
D6 4. Yeah, so you can find a maul and a great sword, both of which look to be about your size.
All right. Is there anything special about them?
Nope, you are at a blacksmith shop, so fairly standard weapons. They are regular greatsword and regular maul.
Okay. Is there anywhere where would I go to like find a better version of like a greatsword or like
magical weapon?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're looking for like what a +1 or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be in the interior of the Forum. That's your most likely spot. So in there, you're seeing a lot more of these like cafe/kiosk style buildings. One of them, you immediately are like, that's the good spot. It is a place that is a subsidiary to a forge, which means that they essentially have an agreement with another blacksmith shop, where the blacksmith shop makes the weapons. This place enchants them. So there's an enchanting table, not a Skyrim style enchanting table, but I mean like an enchantment symbol above the door. It says Eli's Enchanters. And you can see on the interior, there's a lot more people in here than is normally in the standard cafe-style buildings. They have a lot of smaller weapons, especially on the side of, like, arrows and daggers and short swords. But you see at the back, hanging above the wall, or above the teller, who you can see is a rather small dwarven man, apparently Eli, by his name tag. But Eli has behind him 3 large weapons on plaques. One of them is a battle axe, one of them is a pike, and the other one is a longsword.
Okay. Let me inspect the battle axe if I can.
Well, it is about behind the counter, so you can ask him to take it down and show it to you. But
yes, please. Guy just kind of gestures over to it. Can I look at that, or may I see that?
Why, yes, of course you can. Here, let me grab it for you. And he goes over and grabs a very, very tall footstool and then a slightly smaller footstool and uses them as a set of rungs to stand up on the tall footstool so that he can stand up and grab the battle axe, pull it off. It is really, really heavy for him. So he kind of puts it on the ground and then pulls himself back down off the 2 footstools, walks back over to the counter, puts it up on the counter and says, okay, so this is what we have here. This is what I like to refer to as the Great Slasher. The Great Slasher is a +1 improved Great Axe. In addition to that, whenever you roll for a damage roll with this weapon, you roll an additional dice, and you can use that additional dice to replace one of the other die. So if you roll the 3rd die and it rolls like a 6, you can use it to replace a 1 or a 2. It essentially gives you the ability to get rid of small damage dice roll with this specific axe.
Did he just break the 4th wall?
Yeah, okay. I did, because I wanted to keep this accent going, because if I do it intermittent, then it won't work. My southern accent is either on, my southern accent's either on or it's off. There is no in between.
So does that mean when I roll the die and I say like get
Okay, so with a great axe, it's 2d6, right?
no the great axe is a 1d it's a 1d12.
1d12, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
great sword
Yeah,
is
so
2d6.
if it's a d12, then you'd roll 2d12 and you take the higher.
Yeah, like an
Oh.
advantage on
Okay,
it.
so I just get advantage on attack roll?
No, you get
That's
advantage on the damage roll.
On damage. Yeah, on my damage.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it's pretty good, and it's a +1, so that means +1 to your attack and +1 to your damage.
Wonderful. Cool. So how much?
Normally, this would cost upwards of 300 gold pieces. But, considering who you are, considering that I know of the times and the current issues, I'd be willing to part with it for 135 gold. A bargain, if I do say so myself. I don't sell one of these but once a year, perhaps. So getting rid of 2 or 3 of them at a time, worth the discount.
Yeah, I take that. Good deal. I going into a big fight. Could use the help.
Solid. Hand over that cash, or are you paying in installments?
Do I have the
Are you
cash?
paying-
Do I even
you're
have
paying
any of the
with
cash
Klarna?
on me?
You just got 125 gold.
Yes, it is 135 gold for this item.
Or did you have 10 gold before?
I believe I have
you had some
2
for the
gold.
fight
Okay,
pits.
so in that case, I have 127 gold and 6 silver, but I still have that like thick ass chunk like gold that really thick fucking gold coin that that mercenary gave me. So I'm not sure how much that is worth.
Oh,
I
that
kinda-
was essentially 10 gold pieces welded together, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Then I said, okay. If you take this, kind of flopping the amalgamate, the fucking giga coin on the counter.
The gigacoin, the shit coin.
Yeah.
average
If this
average Bitcoin
you-
user just thump.
Yeah. What are you paying? Cash or card? And I put a thumb drive on the table.
Yeah.
Take it out of the Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. He says, well, all right then. I'll take that from you and an additional, and he counts it up, 125.
All right. I slide the rest of it over being flat broke, but having a really nice axe.
Yep. And he looks at it and looks at you and says, would you like it done up a little bit? I can modify it slightly and maybe put some color on it. Free of charge, of course.
What does that have any effect, or is that just like change the color of the axe? What does it
It
look like?
currently, you know the steel great axe from Skyrim? It is a carbon copy of that. Like, it is a 1-to-1 runic great axe from Skyrim. What he's offering and what I'm offering is he'll give you a little nameplate with an etch in it that can put your name and then the name of the weapon, and then he's willing to wrap the haft in, like, leather of green or some other green silk or something so that it fits your color palette, essentially. Mm-hmm. Remember, this is like a premium shop in the bougie district. They do care about how their weapons look. Like, it matters to them what this shit looks like when people use it.
I mean, if it's free, absolutely.
Well, in that case, no. Gaz takes it and goes, I decorated it myself, gesturing to the doppelganger's head, kind of loosely hanging off a string on my side.
I'm deeply disturbed by the fact that you've been walking around with a disgustingly decaying doppelganger's head for this entire session.
It's been skinned. It is just the skull. I'll have you know.
That's-
It probably has a hole in it or two.
All right,
but
all right, Predator Man.
It's been prepped.
I'm
It's
wondering
it's a
what does a
trophy now.
doppelganger's skull even look like? I feel like it would just be a regular human skull.
No, it would look like a fucked up human skull.
I
You
guess,
see what they
yeah.
look like?
like a fucking Pallet Town Man or something, like Pelt Town Man, just a big noggin. I suppose. Yeah, and he kind of looks down at the skull and goes,
It's Ash Ketchum's skull.
yeah, it's Ash Ketchum's skull. Goddamn.
Ketchum skull.
All right, and he looks down and says, well, best of luck to you. Remember,
Good luck.
Eli's enchantments always coming back.
Good luck in fire sale. And I walking away.
And I walking away. All right, lovely. So who is next? I believe we had another person who might be coming to Eli's enchantments, right?
Yeah, so I wanna buy a quarterstaff.
So just a quarterstaff, or you wanted a magic quarterstaff?
Oh, I want a magic one. I want one that's even better than the one I have.
What is the current one you have? Just a regular quarterstaff, or?
I have a +1 quarterstaff right now.
Oh, so you want something better than a +1?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you come into Eli's enchantments, because again, if you want something that bougie and expensive, it's going to be in Eli's. There's only one other shop that sells something remarkably close to this. You find that he has several similar types, though most people wouldn't call these quarterstaffs. Most people would call them like walking sticks. But for Senju, this is a quarterstaff. You get what I mean? Because you are
Okay.
small. And functionally, it will be a quarterstaff, obviously, because fuck that D&D rule of... look, in my opinion, a club for one race is a quarterstaff for another, and what is a quarterstaff for one race is going to be a great club to another. Like, this is all the things that I didn't like, because if you make weapons that scale like club, bludgeon, and then great club, that should be different based on the race. Like, I shouldn't have a great club in the hands of a kobold still function as a great club. It is way too big for them. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this has always bothered me in D&D, and it's one of the reasons why I was like, I really want to redo the weapon system. I'm not going to do it now, because I've spent way too much time autistically hyperfixating on it, but it was one of the big things of, like, different races would see weapons differently. If I hand a kobold a short sword, it is effectively a long sword to them. It's the same thing with, in The Lord of the Rings, when the hobbits have their swords, the barrow blades and sting, they're basically knives to normal people. Like, it's a knife, essentially. But to the hobbits, it's a fucking short sword. So, like, a knife, a dagger for a human, for a halfling should be a short sword, if we're going by the logic of Tolkien, which I think is arguably better than the logic of Wizards of the Coast. But,
I don't even know if that's arguable, that's just fact.
Yeah, true. So, with that said,
it's Tolkien.
With that said,
It's literally almost all, well, not all, but
Why
most
am I
modern
getting
fantasy is based off of.
damage on this?
yes, the concept of fantasy is Tolkien, which, God, I love him. So, the only reason I love D&D is just because Tolkien.
The goat.
The goat.
It's always it's
all Tolkien. It's always been Tolkien. It's all it's all Tolkien now.
It's all Tolkien.
It always has been. So, you find 3 fancy walking sticks. One of them has like a very flame symbol on the top. It looks like it has a shillelagh type head, like a big fat head that has been carved into the shape of a ball of fire. Another one is very heavily twisted, as if a vine was growing up the stick before it was built. And the very last one, is jet black and made out of a material that you can't identify, but it seems very, very hard and durable, with a silver top.
Hello.
You're bringing all 3 of them up to Eli?
Yeah.
Kid in the candy store.
What are these? What are these?
Alrighty then. So, this one here, and he pulls out the one with the flame head. He says, this Staff of Fire. It has a couple of abilities. One of the primary ones, you can control fire in a small area, start little fires, things like that. It can spit fire a certain distance, and then a couple of times per day, it can produce a very large ball of fire that can expand and burn things. So, in game terms, that's Fireball, Firebolt, and Conjure Bonfire, or, yeah, essentially create bonfire.
Whoa.
Yeah. The next one turns over and says, this one, very, very special. Not really designed for much. What it really does is it works with a certain spell, which from your proclivities and the giant mushroom on your back, I'm going to assume you're a druidic type individual. So, this makes your shillelagh significantly more powerful. Effectively, it gives you a +3 on your shillelagh. So when you cast shillelagh with this, you can add a +3 bonus to your attack and your damage modifier.
Oh.
So it turns your shillelagh... It removes the bonuses that you get from casting it other than the damage, but it turns it into a +3/+3.
Isn't that... Oh, what do you mean removes the bonuses? Like, so what?
Shillelagh adds your spell modifier to the attack roll, right?
Yeah.
So, this... Yeah, let me check. For the duration you use your spellcasting abilities to the strike check, damage rolls allow melee attacks with this weapon. Okay, I thought it added extra damage. It doesn't. It just turns it into a D8. That's fine. Yeah, so it would just give you a +3 to attack, +3 to damage. If you cast
it's just a +3 quarterstaff, basically.
Yeah, it's a +3 quarterstaff, effectively. But only if you cast shillelagh on it. Otherwise, it is a normal weapon.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
And then the very last one, he says, very, very interesting model, carved out of the heartwood of one of the few ebony trees left on the Isle of Ice. This has one specific magical quirk, if you will. And he picks up the black staff and he slaps the pommel, and then he lets go of it, and you watch it hang in midair. And he says, just try and move that bugger. It ain't going nowhere.
Sanju grabs it, and he can't move it, and he just, like, takes both hands, and he's like... Wah!
It is an immovable rod.
His feet on it, too. He's just, like, completely hanging off it.
Yep.
Trying to move it.
It is an immovable rod.
Huh. Doesn't seem that useful.
No, that's super useful. What do you mean?
Immovable rod is a broken item in 5e. I should not be giving you this, but it is expensive, so... Just to give you an idea, Immovable Rod is basically 10 different spells in one. Consider for a moment, a dragon charges at you, and you put an immovable rod in front of it. It will have to rip the rod out of itself in order to continue moving. Consider that you are falling from a great height. Immovable rod can carry an infinite amount of weight. Imagine that you need to stop something that's very large from moving. Immovable rod will literally break it before the spell itself breaks. Immovable rod has so many good utility uses, but this weapon itself technically is not all that good for you as a melee weapon. It's not any better than your +1 quarterstaff. Technically, it's worse than your +1 quarterstaff, but it gives you immovable rod.
Oh, yeah,
Immovable rod is powerful as shit.
I'm gonna be fucking real.
It is an evil DM tool. If you give it to your enemies, immovable rod is an evil tool. I've done things like I've closed players into areas like prison cells with immovable rod. I've also made enemy weapons that included an activatable immovable rod, so you could stab someone with like a spear, and then you could leave the immovable rod in them like a fucking harpoon. It can be brutal if you use it in the right way. Hint for all of you DMs out there, start using immovable rods on your players.
This is some tough choices, because, I mean, Druid with Fireball is kind of nutty.
It is kind of nutty.
And
It's only
also
once per day Fireball, though.
And also +3 Quarterstaff is kind of nutty for Spores Druid.
These are all very nutty abilities. I've
These
given
are
you the
very
option.
tough options. Oh my god.
I told you this is like the last time I'm going to touch
how
roll.
much does each one cost?
He points to the Fireball one and says, this one would be your least expensive. That one is only about 75 gold pieces with the considerations of your rank and status at the moment. So 75 for the Fire one. On the side of this one here, this one with the Shillelagh, that one's going to cost you about 95. A little bit more niche, but definitely more expensive for what its possibility is. Finally, for the immovable rod, that's 110. A little bit more expensive because of how rare it is and how difficult it is to source that type of item, and the wood, of course. 75, 95, 110.
Okay.
By the way, if that's what they cost now, that probably means that immovable rod would cost upward of 250 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how much a gold piece is in this setting, and remember how insane that is as a number. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a
God,
reason
this
they
is
only keep
tough
like 3
choice.
of these, yeah.
Oh, this is an insanely tough choice.
I can leave it and I can go to Norbert if you'd like for a bit.
Yeah. Come back to me and I'll think about it.
Alright,
All
Norbert,
right.
how may I help you?
Looking for armor.
Alrighty. Magical or non-magical, my friend?
Preferred magical, but I'll take non-magical.
Alright, so let's start off
see
with
what I
magic.
find.
Let's start off with magical just to give you a start look at what is available. Remember, a lot of this stuff is getting purchased by the military,
Yeah.
but not all of it is like automatically flying off the shelves because the prices are still insane for like the average guard or soldier to be able to afford.
Of course, yeah.
So you have a better option than just Eli's magics. There is a clothier that also specializes in magical armor. Not necessarily super heavy armor, but armor that includes magic in it. So this is a tailor shop by the name of Steel Silks. So Steel Silks is, again, part like a magical dress shop, part armor shop with magical stuff in it. There's quite a few people in here, but it's a much quieter shop than Eli's Enchanters because it's more full of clothing. A lot of this stuff is definitely like you can tell for women, so it's almost like going into a consignment shop to a degree, but everything in here is marked up considerably and has some sort of magical effect, all of which are actually listed on the item rather than you having to take it to the front. So what specific type of armor were you looking for?
So, quick question. Marked up or marked down?
All of it is marked up compared to like normal clothing and armor because it's enchanted.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean like it's
Okay,
marked
yeah.
up for the moment. It's just marked up over like normal clothing and armor.
Yep.
So what type of armor were you looking for? What can you use? Medium or heavy?
I have fighter, so I can use both.
Okay, so you want to go for heavy? Or do you want to
I'll
like...
try for heavy.
Okay, you want to just take a look at what's available for heavy? Roll me a d6 minus 1, because unfortunately the heavy stuff is just not what they deal in here.
Yeah.
And admittedly, an entire enchanted set of heavy armor is rough. Yeah, the
Yeah,
heaviest thing
one
that
off.
they have, the heaviest thing they have in here is scale mail. It's a deep, deep sapphire blue mail. At the center of the chest is a heavy blue stone, which you'd probably recognize as an ice crystal. So it is a perpetually frozen piece of water that is crystallized on the armor. It feels cold as you take it down, and you feel it ripple, almost move as you're touching it. Looking at the neck of the armor, it says Armor of the Ice Fish. And the Armor of the Ice Fish has 2 abilities. One, it is Scale Mail with 2 abilities. One, it gives you a swim speed. So not only does it avoid any issues of this armor giving you the ability to swim, but it gives you a swim speed of 30 feet. And then it gives you resistance to cold damage, and you can breathe underwater for up to twice as long as your normal amount of drowning. So there is a rule for drowning that I usually do, which is a very, very circumstantial rule, but it means the number of rounds that you can go before you black out underwater is equal to your constitution modifier. So what's your current con mod?
It is a +3.
So if you were either being strangled or were underwater, I would give you 3 rounds, meaning about 18 seconds, before you start drowning or you black out, essentially. With this, that would double to 6 rounds. And it gives you resistance to cold, and it gives you a swim speed of 30 feet. While being scaled.
I mean, 2/3 of the advantage here, I can only think would really apply on the way to the Isle of Ice. I mean, unless...
It does also double it for choking. It's not just breathing underwater.
Yeah.
So if you were being hung or strangled or something with the armor on, you would double the amount of time you could last.
Is there a price tag on this thing?
Yes, there is. It is 90 gold.
Okay. Alright. I might go searching for magic items in the meantime before I come back to buy this.
There is other armor. You can check on the medium side if you want. That's on the heavy side.
I'm pretty sure scale metal is medium.
No, I'm pretty sure it's heavy.
No, I'm looking here. It says medium.
Really?
Medium.
What the fuck? Am I thinking of the wrong thing?
Are you thinking Splint?
You might be thinking of Splint.
Is
Or chainmail or ringmail.
Splint and ringmail, yeah, those are heavy.
Huh.
Scale mail is medium.
I am.
Which honestly,
losing
scale
my
mail is
mind.
basically just as good as ring or chain because you got the dex modifier added to it.
Oh my
but
god,
still,
why the fuck is that medium? That is not medium armor. And, well,
I don't know, dog.
sorry, no, this... Oh, I forget, half plate and breast. Okay, yes, I apologize. I meant fucking splint. That's my bad. Yeah, I was even
Gotcha.
thinking, I was like, 17 AC and it's medium armor? No. Yes,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's
that
like
is
Splint.
It is splint. My apologies. I was getting them mixed up. Because
No problem.
fucking scale mail is just as good physically as ring mail usually. It has its downsides and upsides, but I can talk about that later. But yes, it is.
No, with that being
it
a
is splint mail.
17 instead of a 14 AC armor set, I'm much more inclined to buy it. But for the moment, I will look at magic items.
Okay, so just generic magic items. What are you looking for? This
Looking
place has
for-
mostly clothing, by the way.
It'd be in a different store.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Anything
Just
combat
generic
related.
magic items and any combat related magic item. Okay,
Essentially, yeah.
roll me a d6 plus 1.
Rolling. Da-da-da. 6 plus 1. No, not plus 6. No. 5.
5. Yeah. You would find 2 things pretty quickly. One, directly off the street, you notice that there's a place selling potions for a remarkable discount. 10 gold pieces for a potion of luck.
Oh!
And another store, in fact, a small little, let's say, radish-looking man, is selling, out of Nodwell's goods, out of the front of his store down on the street level, is selling a wheel of cheese, which is labeled as magical cheese wheel.
Uh-huh,
amazing.
you've piqued my interest.
Hey,
So I will
the
talk to
potion-
the man about his cheese wheel.
Yes, so Nodwell looks up at you and says, "Hey, how's the sword doing?"
It's... Oh, wait, shit, is this the same guy who's
Yes,
a...
Nodwell's goods. This is the
Oh.
were rat.
Gotcha. It's doing great. In fact, I was just about to swing by after I was doing some shopping to return the armor.
Oh yeah, good. Good you bring that back. Somebody else is definitely going to use it. What are you looking for? He looks over at the cheese and says, "You looking at the cheese?
It's 12.
I am
It's
more out of
magic cheese.
curiosity than anything, but yeah, how is it magical?
It's magic fucking cheese, man."
How?
All right, let me explain. Magic, it's this thing in the weave. It's built into the body, and, like, you can use it occasionally. This is that, but in the form of cheese. Yeah?
You've condensed the essence of a weave into...
Cheese, motherfucker. Yeah.
For what purpose?
For the purpose of consuming and then gaining the magical abilities therein.
Uh-huh.
It is a 50-pound wheel of cheese. Like, it is not a small wheel of cheese.
So, in what quote-unquote flavor is this magical cheese? What is it? What can I expect to gain from it?
Pecorino Romano.
I...
You said what flavor is the cheese? Pecorino Romano. It's fucking Parmesan, dude. Of course, it's Parmesan cheese.
Alright, what magical flavor is this cheese? What does it do? Like, for...
I will tell you only if you buy it.
How much is the cheese, man?
Would you like one slice or the entire wheel?
How much is a wheel?
The wheel is 25 gold pieces.
I can afford that.
You can.
Do I want to barter for it, though? Oh, damn.
Remember, this guy basically deals in good faith with everyone else. Nothing else is even really unfairly priced. So 25 is probably about as good as you're gonna get.
Alright, you know what? I'll take your wheel of magical cheese, funny rat man.
Deal. Enjoy the fucking cheese, man. It's good stuff. I've been eating it for like a week.
Whoa, you've been...
I have 8
All right.
more wheels of cheese.
Do you feel different?
I feel fine.
Do you gain aptitude in something, or is this just like...
Man, it's magical cheese. I can't tell you exactly what it does.
Oh,
I'm sure it's different for everyone.
brother. Why? Oh, fuck it. Whatever. I'll
You
have
buy the
cheese.
magical cheese?
Yeah, I'll buy the cheese,
All
dog.
right, there are 5 doses of magical cheese in the wheel of cheese.
Oh, God.
Each
One
time,
profession, I guess.
each time that you consume one of the doses in the wheel of cheese, you gain a point of magic. You can utilize the point of magic as a free object interaction on any turn in or out of combat, and I will roll on the wild magic table.
Uh-huh.
So it is literally a wheel of condensed magical cheese.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wait, so
that's
how
amazing.
does this work? Do I choose an object in my line of sight? Do I have to grab it?
Oh,
Do I
no,
have to...
you don't understand how the wild magic table works, do you? The
No,
wild
I do not, dog.
So,
That's one of the few things I haven't done yet.
the wild magic table, you just roll a D100 and shit happens. It's not controlled. It's not logical. You could get a sex change or turn blue. It's wild. I love the wild magic table. Why do you think I made Lindsay a wild magic sorceress? Like,
Dog, this final fight's gonna be fucking awful.
the magical cheese is by far the best item in town. All right.
Oh
so
man, I need to buy another. Oh god,
Do you
I can
want 'em?
afford 2 more and the armor, which is crazy. No, I'll wait on that for now. Thank you.
All right. What about do you want to get the potions of luck?
Yeah, I'll take at least one.
Okay.
What do they do again?
Potions of luck come in 3 different sizes.
Uh-huh.
They are a golden liquid. They smell a little bit like maple syrup mixed with butter. Which is pretty fucking good. They look like they have some sort of luster dust or liquid gold inside of them. Yes, this is related to Felix Felicis from Harry Potter. They
Never
give
read
you, respectively, a D4, a D6, or a D8 inspiration.
To use on whatever I want?
That's how inspiration works. Once you drink it, you have it.
Cool. How much is it per
It's
tier?
it's 10 for the D4, and then double that for every level up. So 10, 20, 40.
Uh-huh. Can I use these points of inspiration on the same thing?
You can only stack inspiration once.
Gotcha. In that case, 10 gold per D4 is not great. Alright, I'm gonna walk into the deal real quick on the armor. But... Alright, so that's 90. I paid 25. So, 140... minus 90. That leaves me with... 50 more gold. Okay. Alright, I also need to buy food for the trip, I'm assuming. So I'll leave 10 gold for that, so I got 40 to spend. You know what? I'll have 2 of the 1d4 ones.
All right. 20 gold pieces.
Take it.
Solid. Okay. So you spend your money, and is there any other magical items you want, or are you checking for other armor, or are you going to grab the DC-17 or the DC-17 armor?
I'm grabbing the DC-17 armor with the stuff, and I'm just checking for other magical items.
So did you write down what that armor does?
It is 30 feet swim speed, resistance to cold, and double my essentially choking time.
Yeah, drowning doubles the amount of time you can hold your breath.
Yep.
Including being choked. All right. So, finally, we come back to the oh-so-beloved youngster. Senju, have you made a definitive decision?
So he sells armor here, right?
A little bit, yes.
I want to see if he has any, like, armor or shields better than what I have and see how much that costs.
Okay.
And that will
You're
affect
looking
my-
for medium armor?
No, like anything better than studded leather, but light armor, like +1.
Yeah, so you're looking for light armor. For sure. Roll me a d6 minus 2. A lot of the shit he has in here is not light.
Or a shield would work.
Or a
as
shield,
well.
that's fine. Still, d6 minus 2, please. Yeah,
2.
you find a shield, but all that it does is produce light.
Oh. That's all I find?
Yeah, all the other sets of armor are regular. There's a couple of ones like padded armor that produces warmth. There's a robe that counts as leather armor, so it's a leather robe, but that's about it.
Damn. Okay.
You could swap and go to that same clothing store that that Norbert just went to, and they're going to have a much better selection for you.
Yeah, I want to check that real quick.
D6 plus 1. This is where you'll find the light stuff. Yep.
Oh, 7.
So you find 4 items that would fit the bill for you. One of them is a beautiful little sprite dress. Definitely looks like something that fits you. It's green. It's got feathers and little strings and like plating down the side of it. It looks very, very coquette. But it is marked, and because these actually have a actual definition of what the fuck they are, this is a gown of elegant armor. So it is essentially something that automatically casts mage armor on itself. So it will give you the ability to cast mage armor automatically, not consuming a spell slot on itself. The next item that you'd find is a set of padded armor. It is labeled as extremely padded armor. It gives you resistance to all bludgeoning damage, including fall damage.
Oh. Whoa.
It looks like a really, really... like the Michelin Man. You look like the Michelin Man. The next 2 that you find are both a little bit more normal. One of them is a blacked out set of leather armor, and one of them is a pure white set of studded leather armor, almost like the armor that the Emperor wore in the first Gladiator movie. So the blacked out set of armor is marked out as Leather Armor of Night. It has 2 abilities. One is whenever you use the dash action in this armor, you create a small area of darkness around yourself, which gives enemies disadvantage to attack you. In addition to that, it gives you +1 on all stealth checks. The other one, the white armor set, is the Armor of Purity. It makes you immune to the poison condition, and it gives you superior dark vision.
Oh.
It is also a +1 set of armor.
Oh, how much is that one?
That one is 80 gold.
Oh. Oh.
The others are much more reasonable, but that one being a +1 and having 2 abilities is much more expensive. For example, the dress is 40 gold. The other 2 hover between 50 and 60.
What was the dress again?
The dress essentially just casts mage armor on itself automatically.
Mage armor. And that would use my spellcasting?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's not bad AC.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that made my decision for me. I'm gonna get that one.
Yep. Dress of elegant armor. That's what it's called.
Okay, let me write that down real quick.
Yep. And it basically just casts mage armor on itself permanently.
And can I sell my studded leather?
Yeah, sure. It is standard studded leather.
Yes.
Then you are going to get 25 gold for it.
25 gold.
Yep.
Okay. And that was
All right.
it was
And
40 gold for the armor that I bought, and then 25 gold.
yep.
Okay.
For your own armor. Then I assume that you want to buy one of those sticks.
Yes.
Okay. Which one did you want to buy?
I think I'm gonna go with the +3
Okay. Solid.
one.
I believe that one was 90.
Yes.
All right. Sounds good.
Although the immovable rod was extremely tempting, that was a very tough choice. Although I still could have afforded it even with the armor. Well, nah. I'm sticking with the +3. I like the big damages.
All right. Very nice. We love that. All right. Is that all that we're buying?
May regret that later. And that was 95?
That was 90.
90. Okay.
Okay. Anybody else want to buy something? Gaz or
I was
Roland? I know.
considering- I don't have any leftover money, but I know we haven't sold that big old gem yet. So
You know what? I would have forgotten.
Yeah,
I will also say. I will also say before we devolve into selling things, because that's fine, and I'm cool with selling. As much as Roland has been having a more energetic afternoon than the rest of you, he does possibly have some time to pry himself away from Lindsay and maybe go get something real quick. So is there anything that you desperately need right now?
Oh,
No, I was just thinking I was gonna bring Lindsay with me.
are there any like miscellaneous magic items I could buy like that are not armor, weapon? Like I don't
if you
know,
want to roll for Misk magic item, for sure, you could do the same thing that he
Yeah.
did. Wander up and down
yeah,
the street.
I would like to roll for Misk magic item.
That is perfectly
I
fine.
mean, I could maybe
Oh,
use some new
1d6?
builds. And also, does Lindsay have any
Plus my-
sort of, or can she wear it? She's a sorcerer. She can't really wear much armor.
No, her mage armor is probably the best thing she's going to get. It gives her a 15 AC.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What else could we? Did she already like get all the stuff that she needs, or can we get her some extra stuff?
Nope, she's got bags, backpack, equipment, spellcasting focus. She's good.
Okay.
Like I said, she spent like a solid week getting herself ready for this to the point of like selling all of her stuff, and you know,
Maybe I just get like a staff or something.
Some light armor.
you could try it. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go first. If you're going for a staff, you're probably coming into the inner city. That's fine. Roll me. It's going to be the same thing. The enlightened or Eli's enchanters. That's fine.
That armor put me at a 20.
I was hoping we could go to Nodwell's and like have Lindsay with there with me. That would be a funny interaction.
I mean, that's fine, but Nodwell's is probably not going to have a staff that you could use. They're not really big on that type of item.
Yeah. What does Nodwell's have right now?
It's a lot of like first time adventurer gear, plus whatever random stuff he happens to come across. He's literally a pack rat in terms of equipment. The idea is you essentially take a penny.
Literally and figuratively, it seems.
Yeah, you take a penny, leave a penny. So the idea is like people come in, they do their first adventure, they find some items that they don't need anymore, and they bring them back to Nodwell's. They give them to him for free or for a very small fee, and then he loans them out to other people.
Oh.
And then they bring them
Nice
back.
gig, actually.
Yeah, no, he's got a pretty solid gig. He makes a small amount of money, but you know, it's enough to live on. So I would say that one of the other enchanted places, you know, like Eli's Enchanters, is probably your best bet.
Yeah, we'll take a look at either place, I guess.
All right.
Maybe that
Roll me a
Is that
d6 and a d6 minus 1.
/RD6 and /RD6 minus 1. Hold on.
I just got a massive spell.
Oh, God.
Wow.
I didn't
nice,
realize.
nice
Massive
1
power
and 0. Roland,
Oh.
you spend a lot. You spend a lot of your day getting sweat beaten out of you, and by the time that you come around and you're like, damn, I kind of could grab some stuff from the market right now, Lindsay is like, you know that like siren sound of someone cooing at you with food or with like dessert? She's making that same exact noise as you. And as you pull yourself away and she kind of gets up and reluctantly gets dressed to come out with you, a little bit of the high is worn off, but she's ordered drinks to the room again, so she's tying one on for the evening, whether you are or not.
Yeah, I think he will at this point.
Yeah, but like as you're wandering through town trying to find things, you find yourself getting consistently distracted by her being this close to you. You're getting the very much like first date with somebody that you really like vibes, and she is absolutely not fucking helping. And so as much as you're like trying to do this and trying to get something useful out of it, at the end of the day you guys just end up finding a bar together and hanging out for the rest of the evening until the party gets back to the
Amazing.
wave mother.
It's just like I don't think we're gonna find anything. Wanna get some food and a drink?
I'd love nothing more than some food and a drink. And hey, guess what?
What?
They might have private cabins on the ship.
Man, you ain't a horn dog.
let's fucking hope.
Wait, Luke, can I sell my +1 quarter stuff?
You may. That will get you back 35 gold. Yeah, so as the two of you find somewhere to drink and spend the rest of your evening, other than the Wave Mother, and then come back to the Wave Mother when the rest of the party gets here, I would like send you to roll his d6 for their luck, for Piper's luck, please. Let's see how the Piper luck is doing.
Just a d6? Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
two.
Oh,
I mean, technically better than my luck right now.
You only find one, like, random item. It seems to be of dubious usefulness. It is a potion. It is a potion of Great Leap. So it permits you the ability, once you drink it, to travel your standard move speed in the air. So it basically gives you your standard 30-foot move, or whatever your standard move is, but in the air. You can leap it.
Can I look somewhere else for magic items?
You will stay out a little bit longer than the rest of them, but yes, I'll give you another roll.
Yes! Okay.
I'm too nice to you people.
Fuck!
What did you roll? Nice fucking one.
damn.
Oh,
My fucking god,
I know what
dude.
you find. I know what you find. I know what you find.
Oh,
Everybody shut
dear.
the fuck up. I know what you find.
Ah.
You find on a street corner, there's a young girl in her maybe early teens who's handing out very large crystalline rings. And they catch your eye, one, because you're a fucking bird, and two, because you could swear one of those is probably a diamond. And you're like, I only have two of those. Might be worth it to get another one. But she's holding them out of this basket and says, rings for sale, sale on rings, cheap.
Hello.
Hello, little bird person. You looking for rings?
What kind of rings are these?
Well, they're very fancy, and they're for, friends and loved ones, that kind of thing. They're great as gifts. See? And she pulls out her hand, and you can see that there's 5 rings, one on each finger.
Are they magic?
No, they're not magic, but they make you feel magical.
How much are they?
5 silver apiece.
Okay.
out.
Okay, I'll take 10 of them.
Deal. And she hands you over 10 of these rings. They are rock candy.
The rock candy.
They're rock candy rings. You have bought extremely overpriced ring pops. You like extremely overpriced ring pops.
Okay, thank you.
I love your commitment to the bit by
Yeah.
dropping 50 GP on this shit.
Dude, I spent 5 gold pieces, not 50.
Oh yeah, five.
Yeah,
Five
they're
gold. That's
silver
gold,
pieces.
fuck ton of gold.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
silver. Oh
this
my
is
god. I thought
candy.
there were 5 gold.
No, Jesus.
No,
I
I
is a bit. would
I
not
put
do
one
that.
of them on each of my fingers.
I feel like Senju wouldn't even realize that they're not even real. I feel like he'd be rocking them like they're actual gems.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Nice.
they are treated
Okay,
in a
can I-
way that they're not going to
Can
melt.
I try to find like an actual magic item somewhere?
Are you going to stay out all night?
What consequence will this have?
A level of exhaustion.
Yeah, I'll stay out all night.
Okay. So you stay out all night and you scour all of these businesses as they close down. You kind of try and find your way. You keep seeing people who might have things. Roll me another d6. Try not to roll a 0 or a 1.
Please. Oh my god.
I mean, it's not a 0 or
marginally
a
better.
1, but it
It's
is
not
a
a zero.
2.
Yeah, exactly. So
Senju, give me a perception check.
Oh my dude. Dude.
What did you roll?
Oh no.
Oh, that's an 11. Senju, you spend your entire evening out on the town trying to find something magical. And at the very end of your night, as you're making your way back to the Wave Mother, something catches your eye from an alleyway. It's small and shiny and kind of buried halfway in the mud.
Please give our boy a win.
I guess I'll go investigate this thing that's buried in the mud.
It is a very shiny, small silver spoon.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is a magic item. You asked for a magic item, this is technically a magic item.
It's a magic spoon. Are there burn marks on the bottom?
Not that kind of
How
spoon.
bendable is this spoon?
It is actually quite hard to bend because it's a magic item and it's hard to break those.
Ooh.
But it is a magic spoon. Somebody appears to have thrown it out and then intentionally ground it into the dirt.
You know what? Maybe it's a spoon of unmoving.
It looks like whoever had it last was not very happy with it, but you can tell it's a magic item after a few seconds. It's not tarnished.
The spoon of unburning.
The spoon of unburning.
You can identify it, or you can try and use it on some food if you would like.
I'll try to identify it, but
Okay.
I don't really have a good Arcana, and considering how I've been rolling.
Roll away, roll away.
Wow, I actually rolled decent
Damn.
for once.
The Spoon of Sweetness. It is a silvery, shiny spoon. Any item, any food item that you eat with this tastes extremely sweet, like candy.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's so amazing.
I feel like eating some cereal would taste pretty good with that milk
Yeah,
candy.
no, it is designed for oatmeal. Basically, that was what it was designed for. It's designed for a rich person who didn't like to eat oatmeal with sugar to go on a diet and have a magic item that provides them with a good flavor out of their cereal without any sugar added.
Dude, that'd be so bomb. Guys could cook anything; it would be palatable.
It also means that if you were to eat something like soup, it would taste like soup with sugar in it, which is why it's in an alleyway grounded to the dirt, because it made other things taste like shit.
Wow, this is...
Nah, just get some barbecue, and then you got like candied barbecue.
I
That'd
mean,
be
yeah,
bomb.
you want to eat salmon and get candied salmon? You want to eat candied
Exactly.
barbecue?
That would be pretty bomb.
It does not technically increase the calorie count in the food. It just
That
increases
would
the way
be-
it tastes.
That would be incredibly awesome to have in real life, but
It is a
not really in Dungeons and
You
Dragons.
asked me for a magic item, and then you rolled fucking 2 1s, a 2, and an 11. I can't help you any more than that. I'm sorry.
No, I'd be pretty satisfied.
Man, I got so many fucking chances too. Why could I just not roll?
I don't know. I'm
Hey.
sorry.
Look on the bright side. If I ever get
Yeah,
mind
I'm
controlled,
not
you can
blaming you
murder
for
me
it.
with
I'm
a silver
just-
spoon.
I'm just like, goddamn.
All right. So, unless you want to stay out until the morning, I will give you one more chance. At this point, you're coming home late at night. I will give you the opportunity to stay up until early in the morning when everyone is like leaving. Like you'll catch the boat last, essentially.
Am I gonna get another point of exhaustion for that?
No, that's not how exhaustion works. You've already missed the night, so you won't be sleeping.
Okay.
But you have your 1 point of exhaustion. So if you miss another night, that's going to be rough. But I will give you a d6, but it is going to be with a -1 because nobody's open at 2 in the morning.
Okay.
Come on, you got this. You got.
Dude!
Oh my
fucking god!
This poor bird.
You know what?
Bird, are you willing to offer me something in exchange for a magic item? In character, are you willing to give me a gambit like the many times I've offered it to you before? Is the gambit worth? If you were playing if you were playing tabletop 40k, by the way, I would have blown my brains out by now. Holy shit! 1 0 2 1 2 1. I literally,
yeah.
if we were playing tabletop, that's an entire squad missing. That is insane.
Improbable.
Oh my god! Wait, yeah. Holy shit.
150 points reduced to nothing.
Yeah,
It really defies logic.
It does.
It really defies logic.
and statistics, like
And
dramatically.
statistics. It's genuinely impressive in a
Surely
sad
not
way.
again, though, right? Like,
I don't
surely.
usually believe in luck, but somehow you're making me kind of believe it exists, and you have bad luck.
And thankful I don't have yours.
Yeah, don't touch
Yeah.
Jesus, don't touch each other. I don't want this spreading.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
please.
I hope not. Please
Is
clear this
that
shit
what
before
it
next
takes? It
session.
better
Please,
not be.
God.
All right.
Yeah, literally.
What are you willing to offer, or are you just we're cutting our losses?
What am I willing to offer?
A sacrifice.
As sacrifice. I don't really know what I have. Let me look through.
If you don't have anything, that's fine. We just continue on.
I'll sacrifice one of my diamonds.
Whoa.
Oh.
No, okay, that is something I may have to say. Can we not sacrifice a diamond?
Well, okay, what else am I gonna sacrifice? All I have is like bottles of like
And you
fungus and
sacrifice
black
the ring
mold.
pops.
Like,
Yeah,
Thank
but to
you.
your character, those are pretty.
No.
The bottles.
If you give me a limb,
a limb?
I'll take
limb?
Senju, I will take a hand in exchange for your magic item.
A hand?
A hand.
What? Okay,
I don't want to give you a limb
Okay.
for a
well,
magic item.
That's the price. I don't know what to tell you.
You won't take a diamond?
I'll take a hand. Because I have
Okay,
I have an item in mind, and the cost of this item is a hand.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. That's kind of interesting.
Oh, nah, fuck this.
Fuck
Because
that.
I'm gonna roll. He's gonna take my hand. I'm gonna roll fucking one
No,
again.
no. There will be no rolling. I will give you this if you give me a hand, and it's not even going to cost you any money. Give me your hand.
it's, like,
I will
pretty
give you
fucking
this item.
It sounds like you could get a cool robot hand.
Yeah, sure. That.
you become.
I kinda need both
one of the
hands
ones
being-
getting a robot hand.
I
Or
kind of need
you're
both
getting a
hands.
changeless hand.
Like that. Being a spellcaster using a quarterstaff and a shield, like I kind of need both hands.
No, you don't.
know.
Technically not. I mean, quarterstaff can be used with one hand after all.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to use my shield.
True. True.
I don't really like.
Maybe it's like a shield hand or something, so you don't need the shield.
I will say it will give you the ability to continue using your hand, but you will lose something else in utility.
You learn the mage hand cantrip.
It will give me the ability to keep using my hand, but I'll lose the hand and I'll lose something else in utility.
Yes. Make your
Sounds to
decision.
me-
Man, this is entirely optional. This is from another campaign. It just occurred to me that I could refit it here because it's also a nautical campaign.
You get a cool crab.
While you make your decision, I'll be right back.
Yeah, who else was selling the sapphire, by the way?
That was me.
Yeah, that was Norbert.
You get 250 gold pieces for it. I will not fuck you over with the transfer.
Bet I'll split that 4 ways among the party. I think that's fair.
Yeah,
Good
did
deal.
we already spend all the gold, or how much gold do we have
They've
left?
spent a
We
lot
got
of it.
one. Assuming
Here, how about this?
assuming we
I'm gonna
split the
take- I'm gonna
500.
take a 5-minute break. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's like
5-minute
what?
break.
65 gold for
Piper
each.
makes her decision, and then we will move on to the boat.
Oh
we'll
my
see.
God.
I'll be back in 5
Oh,
minutes.
dragon.
Whoa, that's scary.
Ugh.
Don't want to get more.
I want to get some armor. Okay, baby, are you really caught up on whether or not you want to take this magic item or not? Like, do you want to take it or no? I'd say flip a coin. Fuck it, bring it down to it. See what it is. Could be crazy. Flip a coin,
If I don't like the, or if I don't like it, or I don't want the magic item after I give up my hand, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like I'm gonna be in such a bad mood for the rest of the night if I don't like this item. That's my thing. Like if I like it, then it's like whatever.
Entirely optional, I guess.
But it's like I'm losing a limb for this.
Not a limb, just like an extremity.
No, that's
I mean, a hand is a limb.
Yeah, but like it's losing a hand, losing an arm.
a
It's pretty.
finger. A finger.
Well, I mean, I would argue the most part, one of the
A
main
hand is a limb.
parts of an arm is the hand.
Is it though? To me, limbs are arms and legs. Or is there a technical term that makes it like ability?
I think of a limb as being like this. This is a limb.
I'm just imagining you're getting Ash's
Oh,
hand
okay.
chains off.
So like,
Like-
I already got a joint.
So you think like any part of articulation?
All
would
right.
be
Nobody said something during that period of time that would get us demonetized.
No, we just been talking about limbs, bro. Like the technical definition.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, it's not going to be your whole arm, just your hand.
Yeah, I know.
I'm taking a hand.
Like I said, like, we take.
But arguably, the hand is one of the more important parts.
Heads,
of
you
an
keep
arm.
the hand. Tails, you lose the hand.
D6 of Destiny.
All right,
Yeah.
I am back.
Okay, I'll flip a coin and
Heads, you keep it. Tails, you lose it. Keep the hand.
yeah, I'm keeping the hand.
All right.
Not sacrificing.
Was there any other buying and selling we wanted to do before we leave? Those of us
Yeah,
who
I
are
wanted-
not.
Yes.
Yes. Who's buying?
Uh,
what?
55.
250
Divided by
by 4.
Yeah, divided by 4. It's like some a piece.
Like
62.
62 a piece.
It's 62 and 5 silver.
Cool. There you go. Easy enough.
All right, cool. I wanted to go look at like some light armor as well. See-
Okay, magical light
Oh,
armor.
well, so we get a long
Yeah,
rest.
preferably since I have a good loot.
Roll me your d6. Yes, everyone gets a long rest other than Senju.
Hell yeah.
D6. Yay!
I get to not.
Of
For
course.
yourself.
Of
You were looking
course.
for light armor, correct, Gaz?
Yeah.
All right, so with a 6, you find something particularly interesting to you. It is a scale cuirass. This is technically clothing, but it is marked with a pretty significant price, and you don't understand why until you look at the price tag, and it describes what it is. The scale cuirass increases the natural armor of a creature equal to 14 plus their dex mod,
Holy shit!
and it counts as light armor.
Holy.
Okay, cool. So that would give me a plus. That would make my armor class 17.
Yep.
How much is it?
It is a total of 90 gold.
Ooh, Jesus. Okay, that's.
I mean, that's some pretty ball and light armor. I'm not
It's
gonna lie.
it's plus one mage armor, essentially. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to the owner real quick.
Roland retry maybe in like the last few minutes. Maybe try and find something. They'll probably again bring Lindsay, and that'll probably go about as well.
Luke, out of curiosity, what was an item I would have gotten?
It was an octopus that ate your hand and had a knife on it.
All right. That's really funny.
Not a knife. What was like the mechanical effect of that?
You would not have been able to wield any weapons with that hand, but I would have allowed you to keep the shield. But it is a psychic. It is a psychic octopus, so it would essentially eat your hand and then act similar to your hand, but it wouldn't be perfect. So it would give you some situational disadvantages, and you would have received some corruption as well.
No, I don't know if I would have.
Yeah,
I'm just gaining a friend. That's pretty corruption.
I'm glad I didn't take that.
That's pretty silly.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I would be
It's
so
silly,
happy
but
if
I don't think it's worth it.
Close friend.
Yeah, like I said, it was from another campaign. It just occurred to me, like, huh. I mean, if you're walking around underneath the docks or something with a with your hands covered in sugary treats, perhaps the psychic squid would be interested in consuming them. The psychic squid has decided that your fingies are delicious.
Yeah, Gaz, like, well, once this, like, where's the owner? I want to talk to him real quick.
A wispy-looking elven woman walks up to the front and says, "May I help you?"
Hello. Can you hold this? Just kind of pointing at the item, like, I want to buy, but I'd be right back.
Very well, I'll hold it. And she takes it out from the rack and sets it up behind the counter.
Anyone want to spare some change? I'm like, 20 gold
do me a
short.
favor. First off, if you could, Sean, could you give me a roll, please?
Oh yeah.
D6
Let's see.
-1 as usual, because GF makes shopping infinitely harder.
Yep. All right.
That's a 1.
Yeah.
She's really distracting. It's kind of hard, especially because every time you come to a place with magic stuff, like 9 times out of 10, she either knows what it is and is basically like, it's a scam, it's overpriced, or she points to something in her purse and says, I already have that for you.
I mean, then we're good.
Yeah, again, she has like 40 plus. She has like 40 plus bottles of poisons and potions and stuff.
God damn.
Be that pussy.
I love this woman.
Quickly then, Roland, do you care to spare me some of the copious amounts of money you currently have before the big adventure? I'm like 20 short for that armor.
Oh yeah, wait. Do I find like find Gaz in a store and we can we?
Or
Yeah, I'm fine with you guys trading gold amongst the party. That does not bother me at all.
Yeah. Roland's just like, oh yeah, you can borrow some gold.
I'm sure
we're gonna be doing some serious fucking work tonight.
Mhm.
Today, tomorrow, probably for the foreseeable future.
How much
Gaz,
was the
go
armor
treat
again?
yourself. Have fun.
How much was that armor again? It was
90.
Was 90. All right. In that case, I'm 28 short. Okay. I need 28 gold. Good armor. I could use it. I assume you give it.
Yeah, you can spare him 28. Sean, yes. Okay, good. So,
All right.
Yes, it's
I'm
fine.
ignoring
I
you.
can spare him, but
We give you 28 gold. You are able to afford your cuirass of scales. And by the way,
Wonderful.
I guess,
yes,
previous
it
debts are
does.
forgiven or whatever.
It does thicken your skin. That's the whole thing that it does. What this armor does, essentially, it adheres to your body and it thickens your skin.
The mental image of what Gaz looks like to me is getting more and more just like a fucking lizard caveman.
Yes, That is completely accurate. You are a Skyrim Argonian.
Beyond that, I have huge fucking teeth. I have huge teeth. I have thick ass skin, and I'm built like a brick shithouse. I look like a fucking ogre.
I've always kind of imagined him as like one of the lizard men from Overlord.
I imagine him like one of the lizard men from Lustria from like Warhammer Fantasy.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. We've all had very distinct mental pictures.
Well, yeah, especially with the Leumanu, which is like a more
very Warhammer,
Polynesian type weapon. I'm like, yes, that's the Aztec Lustrian lizardmen, like 100%.
Oh yeah, no, that is true.
Yeah, especially considering how big he is.
I've always pictured him just like a fucking pretty accurate to like the fucking lizardmen from Warhammer, but just like removed any of like the decal for like any of the extra shit and just made him look like more like a monitor. Yeah. Like monitor head, but similar like build, I guess. Perfect.
Yeah, like classic D&D lizardman. All right, cool. So with that said, nobody else has anything to buy?
I don't think I can. I can't.
Why? That's fucking not.
After the considerable influx of money from the Sapphire, I have 93 gold to my name still.
I will also give you an opportunity if you want to try and get something for Senju.
Yeah.
You know
how much gold did I actually get? I don't think I ever actually put that in.
It's 125 plus 62.5. That is 187 gold pieces and 5 silver.
Can you subtract 28 from that?
That's 28. Oh, that's 159.5.
Basic math. All right, so
159, you said?
0.5, so
Yes.
5 silver on top of that. All right.
Oh, 159.
So
And 5
for those of us looking for an item, roll me a d6.
Oh,
That's you.
I already have 5 silver, so I'll just roll that into my total GP.
All right.
Ooh.
Damn!
That is a
Oh,
2.
that sucks.
If you'd like to go out for the night to continue shopping, you can roll again, but it is going to be at a -1. Same thing applies for Gaz.
I have no more money. I have 11 silver.
Yes, but collectively you guys have plenty of money, but few chances. So.
Oh yeah.
Is that -1 with exhaustion or not yet?
You will get exhaustion for this. Yes.
I haven't rolled yet. Would I get exhaustion?
Yes. Because this is now staying out late. At this point, Norbert is the only fucking one getting a good night's rest. Actually, you know what? Norbert, are you actually getting a good night's rest? That is a good question.
I'm worried. All right.
Or no,
how much is the ship going to cost?
Roland, are you actually getting a good night rest, or are you continuing your activities?
Is he getting a good night's rest? I think he would at least get enough rest, and then would he actually?
I was gonna say, like, it is entirely up to Roland at that point, because that is Roland's in-character decision, not mine.
I think overall, I think you know, he would go to sleep, but it would definitely be, you know, at the very least.
All right, how about this? Roll me another con check or another con save.
Okay, fucking hell! All right.
We'll see how restful this rest is.
I believe in you.
Oh shit!
You're fine.
All right, I do have a question.
Yes.
This rest is restful. Hell yeah!
You fall
Actually, no,
asleep in
go
each
back
other's
to that.
arms. It's very comfortable.
Oh, that's adorable.
Is when Senju saw the light shield, was that in the same shop
Yes.
where Gaz found his great weapon?
No, those are different shops.
If I see Gaz, can I ask him about the shop that he got the great weapon from?
Yes, that is Eli's Enchantments. They're down the street from each other. I mean, you can literally walk.
I'll take a look in there rather than rolling the dice if I can.
Yeah, what weapons are you looking for, or items?
I'm looking for either a shield or I doubt I'm gonna get anything more perfect than a flame scimitar, but I could try, I guess.
All right, D6 then.
Yep.
I'm still with the... no, D6 flat. Because it'd be a +1 for being there, a -1 for being
that's
out
a
late.
3.
3? Well, you do find something better than a shield that produces light, but not too much better.
Uh-huh.
There is a shield of guidance. It has an icon of Sidra on it. It's very, very bright. It produces dim light in a 30-foot radius, bright light in a 10-foot radius, and it can cast guidance on the wielder.
How much for it?
It is 45 gold pieces.
You know what? Sure. And I'm assuming it's once per long rest?
No.
Oh.
Guidance is a cantrip, no?
Yeah, it's cantrip.
Oh, it is a cantrip. Oh, and it's concentration. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, no, it's just guidance on the wielder, at will.
All right.
This is pretty good.
Guidance is pretty good. It is a very good
It
item.
is. The problem is, I'm going to be using my spell slot in combat for, either blur or invisibility. But I will take it anyway for
Yeah,
45
for
gold.
out of combat or for Senju.
Yep. And how much can I sell my normal shield for?
About 20 gold.
All right, I'll sell. Or wait, hold on. Senju was looking for a shield, right?
Senju is looking for anything desperately. But already has a shield.
I have a shield. It's just
A regular smelly old shield.
I mean, I got a shield too, so I think I'm
Yes.
just gonna buy those.
All right, so fuck Senju in particular.
Whoa. All right, fine. Senju, how much gold do you have?
Wait, hold up, Gaz. Would you like to roll? Or
I have plenty. I have 131.
would
Jesus.
would Aiden like to roll?
Yes.
Aiden is in the bathroom right now.
Roll for the poor bastard.
No, please God.
Roll for the poor bastard.
Any type of Piper touch that
Redeem
die.
yourself.
No, it's not gonna work.
Redeem
Oh,
yourself.
it's not gonna work.
Redeem yourself. Do it. Do it.
No,
Okay,
roll.
I'm back.
Wait, is this like late at night? Right?
I mean, yes. At this point, it is late at night. Wow, I love.
Yeah, Roland's fast asleep with his girl. He ain't worried about all this bullshit. He's happy.
I love how the panic and fear of like, oh, Luke's giving out magic items. Everybody needs to get something has just devolved into fuck exhaustion. Everybody stay up for an all-nighter, go out to get magic party. Like,
I mean,
Again, except Roland. He's fucking happy. He ain't worried.
Oh, I'm not staying out. I ran out of money. I'm good. I'm going to bed now.
Oh, yeah.
oh my God.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, so finally, you all spend the entirety of the evening, and then by early morning, Roland is the only one well rested, along with Gaz, and you guys find your way down to the docks very, very early in the morning. There's only a couple of businesses that you would note that are still open here, and most of them are either fishing businesses that aren't like currently doing transit, or transit ships that are still loading. So what would you guys like to do? There's a harbor master station, which might give you some information. There's also various dock workers and sailors. Roland, you would know the place where most of the ship postings get put up, but that is a very, very large like job board, and it would probably take the others a minute to understand it. So if you wanted to take a look at that, that's fine.
Yeah. Roland will take a look at that. Yeah.
Okay, give me an intelligence with advantage.
Oh. An intelligence with advantage. I really needed that advantage.
19. Yeah. So, as the rest of you watch, Lindsay Garabon and Roland both walk down, moseying down the dock, past you guys, headed towards this large, essentially like job board or posting board on the wall. So, as you look, you can see that there are several boats that are scheduled neither to leave permanently nor to transit anywhere, nor are they open for like public access. Essentially, like, nobody's able to buy passage on these boats. Most of them are fishermen, and most of them are relatively small. You would assume that in order to get through the warm sea and get through the deep ocean, you need something of at least 50 feet in length, and preferably something a little bit bigger than that. None of these boats are bigger than 50 feet, but at least one of them, the Clarabelle is marked at about 50 feet, stem to stern, and it is a privately owned vessel that doesn't seem to be leaving anytime soon. The captain, however, you would recognize the name because you have gone with this individual before on jobs. He's a fisherman by the name of Stevenson. And you know where Stevenson lives. He has a small kind of apartment on the dockside district. So you can see the Clarabelle out there.
I think that shall be a ship. I'll go talk to Stevenson.
She looks around. Lindsay looks down at you and says, Are you needing help, or do you want me to go take a look at the boat? Also, do you have any, like, packages or anything I can move for you? You notice that even with all of the stuff she's carrying, like, her trunk, 2 backpacks, and her equipment, she's, like, barely bothering to carry it with one arm.
I travel light usually. I shouldn't really have anything too major. I'll go talk to Stevenson if you want to go inspect the boat. Anybody? Is Gaz around?
Yes. Everybody is here. Most of them look very, very tired.
The rest of the party, how about you go with Lindsay? I'll take Gaz with me.
Where we go?
We're going to meet a friend of mine. I've worked with him before. We'll see if we can get the Clarabelle. We can get the Clarabelle. We'll see about it.
Vess is also Vess is also there with the rest of you, and she asks, I assume we're going out further into the warm sea, but if you all wanted, I could maybe pitch in a bit of money for the transit.
We'll see how much it is. If I should have a good amount of gold, and I can probably smooth over a good deal with Stevenson. Again, we've worked together before.
Very well.
We'll see what we can do.
Could you point out the ship to me so I can take a look at it?
Yeah, he kind of points it out. It's like it's that one over by the docks.
Yep. The Clarabelle is a pretty wide, flat-bottom boat. The best thing about it is how long it is. The rest of it is just kind of a generic shipping vessel, or fishing vessel, rather. All right, so anybody else checking out anything before we head over to Stevenson's apartment? Nope? Okay, good. So...
I imagine everybody is just kind of dead tired, like Norbert was tired.
Sliding in,
Look,
shopping
man,
round 2.
A primary...
Just like, I found candy.
I love how there's like no questioning of either Lindsay nor of Vess.
Fucking
They're too tired. The only one who made
but you didn't know.
I don't think he fucking cares.
You didn't know Vess was coming with you, but yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know best, but
You also haven't communicated with them about what was going on with Jace, so somebody's going to need to tell him that at some point when he gets back.
Yeah.
Relevance aside,
I would like to make mention of Vess, and it's like, hang on, wait, what? Why are you here?
She's support and backup.
Oh, all right. Well, you can take it with the rest of the party. Lindsay, I think you know the boat.
I know it well enough. I'll take a look around and I'll get our stuff packed.
All right, perfect. Again,
Pleasure to meet you all, by the way, or see you again in some cases. She looks over at Norbert and nods, like, okay, I know that one.
Yep.
I think.
Man, he was weird when Vess was on.
What'd you say?
Ugh.
Sorry. Okay, there we
Sean?
go.
Wait,
Sean, what
The
did you
only
say?
two people who haven't actually met here, like ever, is Vess and Lindsay.
I didn't know that Gaz had gone into Garabon's magics.
I think he did,
I've gone
right?
into it. I've gone into it once. She's in it. She's interacted with me once and called me retarded.
Never mind. Yes. Accurate enough. Reasonable. All right. So we head over to Stevenson's apartment, which is a very, very basic single-room apartment. The guy is not awake when you guys get there because it's really late at night, basically, or technically early in the morning, depending on how you interpret time. Knocking on the door, a very grumpy man in his mid-40s with kind of a half limp stands up and thumps over to the door and, "Hey, what do you need? What do you need?"
Hi, Stevenson. Hi, sorry to wake you so early. We need transit, and it's
I'm not leaving.
gonna be
The boat's not going anywhere.
well.
I'm not fleeing Cuesta. I'm not heading to fucking Faerun.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
We're going to the Isle of Ice.
No. Oh, wait, Senju, are you with us?
Yeah.
Are you going?
Whoever wants to can, but just make sure you talk one at a time because Discord audio fucking dies when it's more than one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did say like, hey, you and everybody else who's tired go with Lindsay, but if you want to come with us, yeah, just
Okay.
Yep.
He looks down at the bird and says, "What do you want to go there for? There's nothing there. It's ice and danger. You'll fucking die and get my boat destroyed."
we have a lead on how to maybe stop the coming storm. We'll say it like that.
A lead that you need my boat for? I thought you people were military. Or like something like that. And he like looks over at
We're going private.
the Chaucer pins.
Wait, do we still have them?
Unless anyone is, again, when you say I want to change something about my character, you verbally say I take this off my person.
Because no, I will say, Lindsay did flick it off of me.
Yeah, that was intentional by her, but also Senju is here.
Yeah, so I don't think Roland is wearing his because that had happened.
That's true. That's fair. You have taken yours off. I will note that. He says, "I thought you all were military. If you're going private, you want to go to the Isle of Ice because you know there's something there, or you're guessing there's something there. Do you need me to land, or do you need me to just ship you off with a boat?
I mean,
Do you need to get back?
I would like to be able to get back. I think.
So how long are you going to charter my
Is there
vessel?"
any way to get back from there?
Sorry, one more time.
Is there any way to get back from there?
Unless you find a boat there, no. And I doubt there's any boats on the giant ice pack island.
Well, are you planning to take the Clarabelle out anytime soon?
Out fishing?
In all this, in the war that's going to be happening.
No better time to fish than
Have
when
you seen the
food prices.
Have you seen the slums?
No,
Jeez, even
there's no better time to start producing food than when everyone else is panicking about war. Food prices
man,
go
that-
up.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, no one else will be fishing. All fish yourself.
And it's peak season.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know fish like I do.
War vessel is, out of everything I can remember, one of the most reliable. Unless you know another more reliable vessel than yours.
Not one that'll take you there. Here,
Really?
how's this? If you're willing to pay up front, I will transit you within sight of the island and I will give you a small boat. And you can get there and I will hang around for a day. And if you survive and come back within that time period, I will transit you back.
What are you offering?
I am offering, per person, and today only, 35 gold apiece.
35 gold, but I mean, I
Okay.
understand, but
Whoa.
still, that's
You got a deal.
the
Whoa.
price.
Hold on. No.
Due to our inability to buy magic items, we can absolutely afford this.
We can, yes, but come on, let's roll. Let Roland do a
Haggle
little bit.
a little bit. Come on now.
Haggle a little bit.
All right, go ahead.
Look, I can understand, but 35 at that point, you'd be taking us to the island itself. Come on.
Taking you to the island itself would cost you 50 a head.
50.
It's called
40
hazard
for the
pay.
island. Hey, I'll certainly pay 40.
I have crews with families. It's called hazard pay. Do you know how much insurance costs?
Of course I do. I was a fucking sailor. You
Yeah,
remember
it's
me?
like being a doctor. It's really expensive.
Yeah, paying out the insurance plan 10 times more expensive than having one. So,
Telepathically, Senju, you hear, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to haggle a little bit.
35,
Okay.
35, and I won't charge you anything on the way back.
How about
That comes with room
Oh,
and board.
yeah, how about we do-
I have cabins, I have food, enough for 10 of you, maybe.
Is it possible you stay more than one day?
He looks like very narrow-eyed at Gaz and says, more than one day means what? 2? 3? Do I increase the price per day?
how about this?
I say
How about if we do find any loot, it goes to you. If we actually do find anything.
Wow,
You
wow,
come
wow.
back with the
Wow. Slow down there.
Slow your roll there.
Come on, are we really going to be coming
we
back?
worked out
Let's
a
just-
portion.
Let's just, hey. Let's take the 35 gold. We could very well find shit way more worth that.
But
And-
if we there more than one day, then he gone. How we get back?
I'll
We'll
offer you...
find a way.
Incentive to, it
I'll
gives him
offer you
incentive
this.
to stay longer.
There's no way that there's no
Guys,
possible way
hey,
back
pause.
onto the mainland.
Pause for a second, pause. I'll give you an offer, Lizard Man. Extra gold when you get back for each extra day I have to wait, per person.
How much extra gold?
1 per person for each extra day I have to wait over the first, added onto your total once you get back. So if you're there for just 1 extra day, that's only a gold extra per person. You're there for a week, that's 7 gold per person.
So you're asking for a total.
He's
Actually,
saying pay
wow, wait a minute,
35,
how much
35
gold
up,
do we actually still have?
buddy, 35 up front, and then for every day that you spend on the Isle of Ice, then you essentially make him hang around. It's going to be a gold piece per person extra when he picks you up. But he'll stick around for probably a week.
So it'd be.
Is it just 35 for everybody or 35 per person?
35 per person, and then each day extra over the first one that you spend on the island, it's going to cost you another gold per person.
Okay, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, that's good. All right, deal.
Deal.
That sounds
How
good.
many am I shipping?
We have 6 people. Lindsay, Beck. What's her name? Vessa.
Vest.
And
Gaz, myself, Gaz and Senju here, and then Norbert 6.
All right, 6, 35 apiece, extra money on taking more than a day. Deal?
Deal.
We're
Okay.
shipping out now. All right, so you guys find yourselves comfortable on board. This is definitely a fishing ship. It is not designed as a passenger liner. It does not have much passenger space. However, it is relatively acceptable, especially to those of you who are more used to cramped or terrible quarters. What you're less used to is what is out in the warm sea waiting for you. As your ship, the lovely little Clarabelle, passes through the Vice Sea into the Varmsee, a couple of things change that are pretty important. One, the Varmsee is warm. and that's not necessarily a good thing. It is a lot more current heavy, and the weather is considerably less predictable. So as you're traveling the 3.5 day journey out to the Isle of Ice, you come across the Navy of the Western Alliance meeting with the Black Dragon Fleet. So this is the Fleet of Izen, the one that is heading up to defend the bridge at Cliffport. And I put the Black Dragon Fleet in quotes because it only consists of about 4 ships as opposed to the 40 ships, actual military ships, and then additional 80 or so non-military ships the Western Alliance have. But what you do notice, and quite disturbingly, is there is an adult black dragon swimming in the water next to the other Dragonborn-esque ships. So the Black Dragon Fleet, it seems, consists of 1 adult dragon and then just 4 warships.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. So those are allied ships helping?
Yes, that is the
Holy shit! They have a fucking dragon. Oh, we have a fucking dragon. Okay.
That's
multiple dog.
yeah.
That's not they have a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would argue in enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing.
Yes, that's fair. Just to give you a reference, and you would know this, Izen has at any one time 10 adult dragons, 1 of each metallic and chromatic type.
Okay, that's pretty
Didn't one of them
badass.
just die though?
Yes, the one of the green did technically just die. You're right, and
Oh,
also the child of that green also died. So currently,
Oh.
yeah. So technically, they are without a green 10th. So one of their armies is considered destroyed already.
Well,
But yes, each of the 10 dragon armies is themed after one of the types of adult dragon. So there's a gold army, there's a silver army, there's a bronze army, there's a brass army, there's a black, red, white, all that stuff.
Okay,
So
that's pretty fucking cool.
You're seeing
That's pretty badass.
the Black Dragon Fleet, which it is the only naval force that Izen has, because they generally don't need one, because they have fucking dragons.
I mean, dragons are really good against, well, a lot of things.
Basically
Everything.
And
Yeah.
just, I love the incongruous image of the skull-faced black dragon swimming in open ocean. It's the most disturbing thing next to seeing, Godzilla swimming next to your cruise ship.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's almost like
Yeah,
having
that's
Godzilla
like-
swimming next to you, but if you're one of the
That's like
people
second
you're just
clicking
like,
fucking
oh yeah, no,
Cthulhu.
that's just like
Yeah, it's
you know.
essentially your Iowa-class battleship if you're an Izen naval officer.
Yeah. My first thought was carrier strike force.
It's
With
a lot.
1 carrier, 4 destroyers.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate to that, except that the destroyers are basically just Roman-style galleys.
Yeah.
They're
God,
not armed
that
with,
is
they're
cool as
armed with
fuck.
essentially ballistae, and then a bunch of boarding marines who are all half dragons. So yeah, so that's the Black Dragon Fleet. You just see them on the way there. As you guys make it out to the lovely Isle of Ice, you make your way to where the point where the edge of the island is visible, and you can see why people stay away from this place. There is an ice pack almost 40 feet tall surrounding the island on all sides. It spires up into huge chunks. The outer portions are heavily broken up, but the sea itself is this foul, rippled greenish color that clearly shows portions of it are freezing and melting at different temperatures. And the current around here, according to Stevenson, is very, very violent. So, as you guys get within essentially spitting distance, and you all get the opportunity to disembark, I have 2 questions for you. One, for the rest of you folks who have exhaustion, have you gotten the opportunity to do a full rest? It's been about 3.5 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so no more levels of exhaustion, but I would like someone to give me a perception check as we're getting into the small boat.
I will do
Is that
the
you?
perception check.
yeah.
I have the highest perception.
Please.
Please. Dude.
Well,
If I need to sacrifice
hopefully
one
this is
more
better
time-
than my rolls have been.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh my God,
Nice.
that's what we love to see. We love to see it.
We're so back. We're so back.
We're so back.
As you guys pull close to the island and prepare to launch the boats, Senju, you look up at one of these big ice packs and you're like, huh, that one looks a little bit odd. Why is that moving? And you can see a huge steel ball turned towards you in the ice on one of these large pinnacles of ice, and a beam of blue light shoots from it, and it strikes the water around the front of the Clarabelle, freezing it into solid ice. The ship itself grinds to a halt, slowly moving forward over the ice as it refreezes and slowly becoming trapped in the material. As the sailors begin to panic, you watch rising up from the surface of the water, which is frozen in front of you, but not incredibly thick, 4 large slush beasts. These look like water elementals that have partially frozen. And 3 more of these magical turrets also activate and begin to turn towards you. And that is where we are going to leave it for today.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
I know.
We're gonna need to get some cover from those
I'll level
turrets.
up to 8 now.
So we
Now that I
have...
realize, I don't think any of us bought any potions.
Good
I
thing
bought
we
the
brought
luck
Lindsay.
ones, but yeah.
No, Lindsay has a fuck ton of potions.
That's
apparently.
not, like,
I mean, yeah, but
I-
like
I
none of
will
us
say-
actually went to a
Symbolic
potion
three,
shop.
Yeah,
little
I will
turret.
say her potions are locked into her character ability. So
Oh, okay.
Uh,
she has a lot of healing, but it is limited by time. So she could help you
Yeah.
out during a short rest, like pretty dramatically.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
So
but
her
we're level 8 now,
ability-
or are we not?
Her abilities in relation to items, she can do them 9 times per day. So that's 9d6 healing total per day.
not bad.
9d6 healing?
Yes. Or temp
Not
HP
bad at all.
if you're at.
9d6 with my fucking
That's assuming she doesn't throw any other potions.
Yeah. Also, we're leveling up to level 8.
Yes, we are leveling up to level 8.
Nice.
And I
Very
also
good.
I now have to get stats for Vess.
Damn, this has been a great session. God
Yeah.
damn.
So if you'd like to place yourselves on the map, I would love to get you out there.
Are we able to
let's
walk
do
on
it.
the-
Let's do
Are
it.
we able to walk on the slush?
It
Or,
is
like-
frozen ice out to everywhere other than where the boat is, so just don't put yourself on the boat, essentially.
Yeah. sounds good.
These things are elevated slightly, but essentially you can walk over them. Everything except
technically,
for...
I think
Here,
they-
I will outline the ones that you cannot walk on.
Yeah. Hold on. How are all these guys looking? I could probably snipe. I can snipe them all. They're all within range. Every single one of them is. Every single thing is within range.
Within range of what?
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay.
Because I have Eldritch Spear, which actually increases it to fucking 300 feet.
Yeah, no, you're definitely good.
We're fucking fine, dude. We don't even need to worry about like range in this shit. All I need is some cover and shoot these bastards, and I can also knock them back.
I need an image for Vess, and I guarantee I don't have one. Let me
No,
see.
you
Oh.
do. I remember the last time.
Yes,
we-
I have one for that, but I don't think I have it on roll 20. I might have to get that later. Are there any last minute questions? Again, I am trying to keep this session shorter. One, because I am rather sick, and the other reason is because I'm trying to keep them to a more reasonable time. And also because
I'm good.
this is a good place to stop.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I can do for you guys?
So we're getting a level up, right?
Yes, level 8.
Yeah.
If you need help with the level 8 stuff, now's the time.
Probably
Can
not
I-
need some help.
Can I take Polearm Master?
Polar Master.
Yeah.
What does that give you? Here, you know what? I can
When you
screen share.
take the attack action with a blah 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 quarterstaff, you can use a bonus action to make a melee attack with the opposite end of the weapon. This attack uses the same ability modifiers as the primary attack. The weapon's damage die for this attack is D4. While you're wearing quarterstaff, other creatures provoke an opportunity attack from you when they enter the reach of what you have for that weapon.
So it's Sentinel plus a bonus action attack?
No, Sentinel does some other stuff.
Yeah, Sentinel stops you from moving. So for you, it's just you get a bonus action attack with your buddy or quarterstaff, and then what's the other thing?
And I can attack enemies when they get an opportunity attack when they enter my reach.
Okay, so you can smack people with your standard weapon, and then you get a bonus action attack with your end of your stick. Is that it?
Yeah, that deals less damage. Yeah.
Okay, it's a D4. I remember. Okay, yeah, sure. I am cool with you having that. Anybody else got questions for 8th level?
Fuck yeah.
Nope.
I need to check just like what I'm.
Is this perk real?
I shouldn't. Aberrant Dragon Mark is not really.
Is this a real perk?
I'm gonna quickly use I'm gonna quickly head out for a moment.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I mean, if we're going to finish session, then now would be the time. All right. So, with that said, I will say we have a lot of art contributors for this. I forgot. That was... Ooh, don't look at those.
Whoa,
Those
whoa,
are things
wait a
you're not
minute.
supposed to see. Those are things that you're not allowed to see yet. So, I forgot.
I'll purge it from my mind.
Why did I
and not watch the video.
Why did I leave that there? It's fine. It was only there for a fraction of a second. I doubt you'd... Yeah, just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Future things can be waited for future things. We can be patient. We got Green Carl, Ivan Avianovsky, Karakanu, Senkai, Fletch Art, Sertatov, Petrov, Max Paint, E.E. Dendar work, Luca Nemolato, and James RPG art. I had a shit ton of art for this. Because, again, I spent my entire day on just this. With that said, everybody say goodbye to the fans.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I wish you all a lovely good night.